Hey, it turns out I really can't go back. Finally, no more need to pay for Huabei and Huabei loans or the mortgage.
Sir, have some porridge.
I just want a bowl of Lanzhao beef noodles right now. Waking up from a hangover, a bowl of delicious Lanzhao beef noodles in my stomach feels so good.
Lanzhao beef noodles, sir, you must be truly possessed. You've been talking nonsense all day, saying things I don't understand. Sir, I asked Mrs. Wang. She told me to go to Southern Mountain Temple and get an anti-evil amulet for you to put at home. It will help you return to normal.
No, this is pig feed.
When I was young, I helped my family feed the pigs in the countryside. This rice porridge tastes exactly like pig feed. At least it smells the same.
Sir, sorry, it's all my fault. If you're mad, blame me.
Hey, here again? The male-female hierarchy is very strong. It has nothing to do with you. Pig feed be what it may, help me get another bowl. First. After a meal, we'll feel hungry. Where did the food go? Even the pig hasn't eaten yet? A few days ago, there were still some rice left, right?
You used to have some food, but you drank them all for wine.
Did you eat any of them? Ah, this silly girl has to make sure I'm well-fed even when she is hungry every day. She studies hard to earn fame and achievements.
It's okay for the officials. There is still some porridge in the pot. I'll be full after just a little bit, so you don't need to worry about me.
A small mouthful of dilapidated pot juice is on the ground, and there is still half a pot of water inside. The shrimp person can see it very clearly. It is really just half a pot of water.
It is also called porridge.
Officer, how did you come out?
Other shrimp people, after crossing over, are either princes, emperors, or high-ranking officials. At the very least, they are the landlord's person in my past life. But in this life, instead of turning over, I'm about to starve to death. God is not fair.
Officer, you should study at home. I'm going to work now.
Wait a moment. I'll go with you.
Officer, what are you saying?
I said I would go to work with you. Let's get some work done. We can't have you supporting me forever, right? What kind of joke is that about reading books? If I'm good at studying, why would I need to go to New Oriental for cooking school?
Sir, as a scholar, how could you go to work? You should be studying and eventually pass the exams to become an official. Not only will we not worry about food or clothes, but we'll also gain respect and honor our ancestors.
Indeed, being a civil servant is full of magic. People throughout history have longed and fought for this profession, no matter where it is.
It's impossible to study all your life. It's never going to happen in this lifetime. You can't write articles either. So, we'll just start working to make a living first.
What does an official doing work mean?
It means working together with you. We're out of food. Can we get rice after finishing today's work?
They don't have any land. The bookworm shrimp never cared about food or drink before. Everything was taken care of by the gods and demons. They truly lived in a world where they couldn't hear anything outside their own affairs and only focused on studying.
We can borrow some food from her house first. Sir, please go home. I'll handle it myself. You can't do women's work.
Hey, this life seems harder than I thought.
Isn't that our full scholar? I heard he dreamed recently that he passed an exam. But when he woke up, he found it was just a dream and got so upset that he had a stroke. Are you feeling better today?
Fang Yi, Grandpa Dog, stop saying that. My husband will definitely pass an exam eventually.
Little lady, how many times have you taken the exam for this official position? Has he passed it yet? Up to now, he still hasn't achieved anything. When he comes to eat, he opens his mouth and reaches out his hand, relying on you to support him. You're really the only one who is foolish. That he can pass the exam and achieve fame. Ah, see you. It is getting hot here too. Be quick with your hands and feet and seize the time to sew out the single garment. Otherwise, people will have no clothes to wear.
Dog Lord, can you also find an errand for my family as officials to do?
What do you say will save him, and what will he do?
What happened?
Hello, madam.
Didn't he expect all the beauties in this world to be so beautiful?
Hello, madam. I bow to you. Oh, it's you, Hui. I heard your commotion here just now. What happened? Madam, this is my husband. He wants to find some work in your household. I was discussing with the steward Wang. He is your husband.
Madam Wang, how can you be so disrespectful and cheerful? And why didn't you greet Madam properly?
The blind young master is a scholar. There are no rules for scholars to greet women like us. Yuhi, your husband doesn't study or seek officialdom, but comes to me to do menial labor. That's not what scholars should do.
Madam Wang, I used to ignore everything outside and focus solely on studying. As a result, our family became poor and my wife had to borrow rice. Studying dead books is better than having none at all.
2 years ignoring outside
Such
noise,
books are worth
focusing
skipping.
only on studying. I didn't expect you to actually have some literary talent. You can even recite poetry.
If I recite
Madam,
a song
you
about the
flatter
bright
me.
moon in front of the bed, write 2 pairs on the ground, a young couple is just you and me. I wonder how you would feel about it. Wondering if you deconsider me a reincarnation of a poet.
The world that the shrimp people travel through is not the well-known history of China, but rather another brand new world. And the poems he knows are not available in this world.
I'm not sure if I can get a top score with these poems and become the head of the family.
I only have some rough work here, and I don't think it is appropriate for you, a scholar, to do it.
There are some tasks that can be done by the Shrimp Prince, but we still need a few farmers to help pull the pears. I just don't know if young Master Shrimp can make Larry.
Where are our scalpers?
In response to the Lady S message, the cowboy who went down a few days ago died. No matter how much he was ordered these past few days, he hasn't even working. The little person is wondering if they should beat him up a few times first to make him behave.
Well, everything has a spirit, even livestock is no exception. Let him rest for a few days, he'll probably be fine in a few days. Young Master, how about this? You take care of the scalpers in the mansion for now. Later, I'll have Manager Wang help you look for it, and see what activities you can do.
Thank you, madam.
The blind young master is a scholar. Such arrangements are not very suitable for the shrimp young master. With the young master's literary prowess, I believe that next year on the red list, there will definitely be your name, blind young master.
Save her.
Thank you for the compliment, madam.
And young Master Xia, this scalper hasn't been very good in temperament these past few days. You might need to be a bit more cautious in case you get picked on by the scalper. That has nothing to do with us, do you understand?
The reason why the scalper is irritable is very simple. After the calf is gone, his breasts become bloated and uncomfortable.
Dog Lord, what are you still standing there for? Hurry up and find a bucket to get the milk. Fry the milk.
Fried milk, huh? Do you want to drink milk?
If you don't drink, are you going to get there?
Of course, you're going to die, young master. I guess you must be reading your mind off. Actually, drinking milk can lead to poisoning and death. Don't you understand such frequent trials? That's true. After all, you re indifferent to matters outside of bed and only focus on reading
Suffering
saintly
from
sages.
poisoning, Song's medical care is lagging behind, and most people
Some
are
people who
intolerant
drink
to
milk
lactose experience diarrhea and severe water loss,
The
leading to
rumors
death. Spread that drinking milk would kill you.
All the milk was poured into a bucket and then thrown outside the city. If it were mixed in with food inside the city, it would be intentional poisoning. Be careful not to get caught or end up locked up. Do you understand?
I understand, old dog.
Officer. Why are you trying to commit suicide?
If you can drink milk, go ahead. I'm an officer.
What did I do wrong? You actually want me to?
Don't worry, this won't kill anyone. The taste is pretty good.
If you die, I'll die with you. We were married in life and death.
This silly girl has already finished the milk. It's better to be a full ghost than an empty one, right?
You're right, my lord. Although this milk is toxic, it smells quite delicious. My lord. In our next life, don't forget me, okay?
Alright. What kind of corn is this? How can caramel popcorn be bad?
My lord.
Don't worry about it. Go rest for a while.
Sir, what's wrong? I'll leave first. We'll meet again in the afterlife.
Alright, I think you need this now. Have you heard of a saying? A headache is caused by demons. Dutun was born with it. This silly girl.
Sir. Why am I still alive?
Sir, I have mastered a secret technique that can turn milk into poison and convert poisons into plants. But don't let anyone know about this.
I understand.
The shrimp was busy until it got dark. Finally, they managed to get some
Hey,
cream with a
there's
low
no other
purity.
way. We'll have to make do for now. Look at
You've
this.
flattened the cows.
Sorry, Master Gua. I just wanted him to relax.
Damn you, you little rascal. You flattened them all.
It smells so good. What kind of person are you? Come try it.
The ratio of the cream is perfect. It's sweet and not greasy.
Sir, what is this? This is too delicious.
This is called shrimp popcorn. Popcorn, shrimp brand cream popcorn. Don't miss out on this.
What is this? I want it so badly. It smells so
A bag of
good.
Jiaran brand cream popcorn for 50 coins. Don't miss it. This is the only pot available. That means you're making a profit. If you want to buy, line up and pay first before trying. 50 coins won't break your bank or leave you deceived, but you can get a taste of shrimp brand cream popcorn. Guaranteed you'll want more after eating it.
How much? Just 50 coins for such a small amount? That's too expensive. 50 could be enough for me and my friends to eat at a restaurant several times.
Expensive. Young sir, this is quite an outrageous statement. My cream popcorn is unique in Bianjing, one of a kind. There's no ban on it, and this is just one pot. Think about how many people in Bianjing would be saying, let me say something bluntly, if the price is cheap, will you even get a chance to eat? They might have been sold out long ago.
Good point. Even if the price is cheap, will you still get a chance to eat?
Is Beijing's best really as good as it said?
Give me 2 portions to taste. Alright, young sir, you look sharp.
Handsome, confident, not an ordinary person at all. The most important thing is that you have good judgment. You can tell right away that this cream popcorn isn't for everyone. You know your stuff.
Gongza, you're truly someone who knows their stuff. Haha. Boss, you really have good judgment. Of course, cream popcorn must be delicious. Oh my, such a delicacy. This cream popcorn is so good. Xiaoya, I've tried every restaurant in Bianjing, but none had food as delicious as this. Is Zhao Gongzi really that good? Yes, he is. I will write a poem to praise this delicious dish. Let everyone add today's fortune to their shadows with the pleasure of trying it once. Delicious.
This is also considered the shamelessness of the Zhao family.
Delicious.
It's really quite thick-skinned.
Delicious.
I'll try
Even
some too.
Mr. Zhao, who was so picky, said it was good. So it must be good.
Give me a generous portion to taste. I want my own share as well. There's only one pot of cream popcorn left, and when it runs
now
out,
takes
that's
advantage
it.
of the moment, deliberately emphasizing the word pot very heavily, pushing extreme hunger marketing. There wasn't much popcorn in the first place, but with such a rush, it sold out instantly.
Boss, give me another one. Mr. Zhao, I'm really sorry. We've already sold out. Hurry up and make more. Xiaoyi hasn't had enough yet. Yes, he did eat it. Another pot
I
for
haven't
him.
even started eating mine.
Sorry everyone, making cream popcorn is extremely difficult. And the ingredients are particularly rare, so we can only make one pot a day.
I'm really sorry about that. If you want to eat it, come early tomorrow. Remember to make more tomorrow.
Where have you been? It's already this late, and you just got here.
Sorry, old dog. I overslept today. 7 o'clock is too late. Yeah, please be understanding, old dog. I promise not to sleep in next time.
Alright, since I'm in a good mood today, I'll forgive you this time.
Get back to work. Thank you, old dog.
By the way, you've gone far enough with the cows yesterday. You even milked them dry.
It's time for you to get some proper nutrition. The last couple of days were tough on these cows. They're exhausted now. Eat well and try to produce more milk.
Sir, where did you get all this money?
Of course, it was earned.
You earned it by selling popcorn, sir. This is too much. Sir sells each for 50 coins. Who would buy that? Not many people will.
Haha, yes, not only do they buy it, but there are a lot of buyers.
How could that be possible? How could that be
Your
possible?
words remind me. The price of 50 coins is indeed inappropriate. From tomorrow, I'll raise the price to 60 coins per unit.
Sir, why are you raising the price even more?
That's called marketing. Marketing is a very complex field. You haven't studied and don't understand.
That's right, sir is a scholar.
Oh, it's young Master Zhao. Hey, come in and have a seat. Still the same spot as before?
Today, I want to add an extra dish. I'll take 10 portions, but forget it. Let's just get 6 bags of popcorn. Young Master Zhao, you got that wrong. It's shrimp cream popcorn. Yes, bring us 6 bags of shrimp cream popcorn.
What is this cream popcorn?
It's a rare delicacy. Why don't you serve it here? Are you worried about me not being able to pay?
Young Master Zhao, how could you say that? How could I possibly not be able to pay? But I really don't know what cream popcorn is.
Forget it. Forget it. Alright then, stick with the usual 4 dishes. Your restaurant is so bad, they don't even have cream popcorn.
What exactly is this cream popcorn?
Mr. Zhou, do you have cream popcorn here?
Is it the Shrimp Man brand cream popcorn?
Yes, that's right. I think it's called that. People who've tried say this cream popcorn is sweet and crisp when you eat it. The taste lingers on your tongue. So you came specifically
I don't
to try
have
it?
any here. Where can we find some?
You don't have it? We heard before that they sell it around here. Mr. Zhou, are you sure there isn't any? Or are you just not willing to sell us?
Ladies, I really don't have any. Let's go ask at another restaurant. I'm curious to see what this cream popcorn is all about.
Popcorn. Creamy popcorn.
Boss, give me 4 bags of cream popcorn.
Young Master Zhao, wait a moment. Sorry, your money is not
What?
enough.
How could it be insufficient? Young
Count
Master
yourself.
Zhao, you clearly counted out 200 coins just now. Why do you say it's not enough? You even
What are
want
you
to
trying
deceive
to
Young
do?
Master Zhao? Don't you know who he is? Are you looking for trouble?
Aren't I sorry, young master? You did indeed give me 200 coins. But the price of this cream popcorn has increased today. The current price is 60 coins per bag, so with these 200 coins, you can only buy 3 bags.
Here you go.
Here's 20 coins change for you.
The price went up. It was 50 per piece yesterday. Why is it 60 today?
Young Master Zhao, you said yesterday it was 50 coppers, but that was yesterday. Today is today. The price has gone up because the raw material prices have increased.
Merchants are always untrustworthy, and I've finally seen it with my own eyes. Where can I find someone like you?
You say there's an increase in price, young master. That's quite a statement. These things are mine to sell for whatever price I want. Besides, I never promised not to raise the price today.
What? Alright then, if it's 60 coppers, it's 60 coppers. I'm too lazy to argue with a small vendor
I'll
like
eat
you.
3 pieces first. Of course, it's not a problem. Master Zhao.
What is this? It's a popcorn bag.
Buttered popcorn. There's only 1 pot of cream popcorn left. Come early to eat it. I'll have a portion too.
Boss Zhou, try the taste of this cream popcorn. If your restaurant had some, that would be great.
Boss Zhao.
It's very obvious that Boss Joe came here to gather business secrets. Rivalry among peers has always been like this.
shrimp
Since
man
ancient
expects.
times was that in an era where communication relies on yelling, the speed of spreading information could be so fast.
Yesterday when Master Zhao mentioned the shrimp and cream popcorn dish, I felt curious. So today I came specifically to see it for myself. The taste of this seems familiar.
Welcome to Mr. Zhou's demonstration of cream popcorn. Don't miss it.
Boss, give me a serving of cream popcorn to try. I want to see how delicious it is. Congratulations to the scholar, sir.
Buying 1 pack of shrimp brand cream popcorn. This cream popcorn has rare ingredients. Once sold, there's 1 less pot left. Those who get to eat cream popcorn are truly elite individuals.
Thank you.
The aroma and flavor of this cream popcorn are truly unique delicacies. The most important thing is that you have good taste. Not just anyone can afford to eat it. That's right. I'll have a taste too, but it looks like you're not an ordinary person. After all, this buttered popcorn. It is not something that just anyone can afford.
This creamy popcorn is just fragrant.
Boss, I've got another one too. I'll give it a try.
A pot of popcorn sold out quickly, and the shrimp man was holding the pot and almost didn't leave my mom after such a visit.
A pot of popcorn actually has more than the daily turnover of my restaurant, in that shabby iron pot. It is not a pot of butter popcorn, but a pot of gold.
Dog Lord, good morning. Sorry for being late again today.
Blind young master, you're remaking it very difficult for me to do this. What if Lady Wang finds out? How should I put it?
If Mrs. Wang finds out, just say I'm off to work.
But blind master, you should still be a bit more careful, right? Otherwise, it would be hard for me too. Right? Is this guy with the blind surname quite generous? But where does he get his money from? Working in the house all day only earns 10 copper coins at most, and yet this family spends half of that amount. Isn't that a bit too generous?
Sir, is this your earnings today?
Yes, I earned some money. The first thing to improve is certainly our diet. In life, food and drink are essential. Given the circumstances, shrimp wouldn't let their stomachs suffer.
Sir, I want chicken. If you want it, eat it. Just don't overdo it. I'll cook some for you later.
Sir, are you kneading the dough?
Kneading the dough. That's an interesting name. Let's call it shrimp
Why
brand
do you
kneaded dough.
always add shrimp brand to everything?
That's called brand effect, understand? Let me put it this way. If you go to a market and buy some vegetables, then I ask you which vendor's vegetables you bought. You wouldn't be able to answer. But if you said they were from shrimp brand, then I'd know exactly who sold them to you. Got it now?
Oh! Sir, I only shop at Lidama's vegetable stand because her vegetables are cheap, fresh, and delicious. If you ask me which vendor's vegetables to buy, I can answer that.
Let's eat. The noodles are ready, and they smell
Sir,
delicious.
your noodles look so beautiful.
Because of the rush, many things haven't been prepared yet. From a shrimp's perspective, this bowl of ramen deserves only 30 points.
Sir, your noodles taste really good. Why didn't I notice before? Hey,
My dear, it's not just about the noodles being tasty. You'll understand in
could it be true
time.
that you have cooking talent? Are you daydreaming again? They say scholars should stay away from kitchen chores like laundry or cooking, boring tasks with no future. Those are all officials that a woman should be. Are you really not planning to study and achieve fame anymore?
Can fame be eaten as food? My reputation is like fleeting clouds.
The official must have been possessed by a curse. Although the chef's cooking is delicious, how can this chef compare to a scholar's?
Creamy popcorn shouldn't be made from corn kernels, right?
Boss Joe looked at a pot full of corn kernels and fell into deep thought, steaming. He has tried several methods such as cooking and stir-frying, but the corn kernels are still the same. It didn't turn into butter popcorn.
Could it be that the kid deliberately threw the corn kernels into the pot to confuse me? Is this your breakfast?
Yeah, officials, this is delicious. You should try it quickly. It is made of flour.
Person.
How is the soup? Is it good?
Good. I need to discuss something with you. From now on, let me handle cooking. You don't have to work so hard.
I'll take care of you. Please read your books.
Reading isn't possible. It's getting late. Don't you need to go back to the shop?
Boss, why are you arriving so late today? I've been waiting for you all day.
Young Master Zhao, sorry about that. I woke up a bit later than usual, which made me arrive late. Tomorrow,
By the way,
please come
how
earlier.
much does your family's cream popcorn cost today? Today, it costs 59 copper coins per pack. That's much cheaper than yesterday.
Give me 5 packs of cream popcorn at the special price of 59 copper coins each. Passers-by, don't miss out.
Although it is just a matter of reducing 1 coin, it gives people the illusion of being much cheaper psychologically.
Boss, give me a taste. I want one too.
Sure enough, the price of 59 copper coins immediately attracted everyone around to come over and buy all the popcorn.
Delicious, the best in the world, sugarcane butter popcorn. You have to chew it slowly and savor it carefully for it to taste delicious.
That's right. Such an expensive delicacy. One must taste it well.
Li Xiaozai, I think we should buy some sugarcane for our next gathering. Creamy popcorn, this deliciousness can inspire me even more than fine wine.
Should I consider hiring this foodie Zhao to be the spokesperson for the image of the cream popcorn?
How should the boss address Boss Zhao? You read too kind. My last name is Xiao. Turns out I'm Boss Shrimp. I have a question I'd like to ask you. How could there be food like corn in this pot? Shrimp Boss, is this cream popcorn made from corn?
No, Mr. Zhou, I had corn porridge for breakfast today. Sorry about that. You're poor and only have 1 pot, so these corn grains. Maybe it's because I didn't wash the pot well enough, leaving some behind.
Not laundered properly, huh? Treating me like a 3-year-old child. Mr. Zhou, is there something we need to discuss? I want to talk to you about something. Please listen. Blind Boss, are you interested in a partnership? To be honest, I own a restaurant, though not the top 2 in Bianjing, but it's still quite large. I believe if we collaborate, you'll make more money than now.
How would we partner up?
Blind Boss? Based on my observations over the past 2 days, I think your creamy popcorn, if it were a bit cheaper, it would definitely attract more customers. And I also have many customers on the 9th floor. If every customer who comes to the restaurant order your buttered popcorn, I believe you'll definitely earn more than you do now.
Is there anything else? If there is nothing else, I'm leaving. Boss Joe, take your time and don't
Boss
leave.
Shrimp, what do you mean by that?
Don't you get what I mean? I'm not interested in the collaboration you were talking about. Shrimp people aren't fools.
Boss Joe's argument might be considered by others, but how could a shrimp person possibly become a shrimp boss?
I think you should think about it carefully, based on my observations over the past 2 days. When you sell popcorn, actually not many people buy it, but there are many onlookers. That's because most people don't have money, but the customers who come to our restaurant are different. Only wealthy families would dine here, so they're very likely to buy popcorn. Wouldn't it be great if we partner up and make some money together?
I'm not interested. Boss
He
Joe.
knows exactly what he's planning, making popcorn. It's not a real partnership at all. He just wants to get his hands on the popcorn making method.
Boss, yeah, you sure you're not interested? If I'm right, your expensive popcorn is made from corn grains, right? Boss Shrimp, this corn is meant for the lower class as coarse grain food. You dare sell it at 60 yuan per bag? If I spread this news, do you think Xiao Xiaofeng and those rich kids can eat girls alive?
Oh, Boss Joe, you should go. Do you really think I was scared into being like this?
Wait and see, I'll make you regret it. Watch and wait.
Young master is late again. Sorry, Grandpa Dog.
Can't do anything about it, Grandpa Dog.
I need to get back to work now.
Stop right there.
What's wrong with young Master Zhao?
What are you doing? I heard from Boss Joe that your cream popcorn is made from corn, a coarse grain. Is that true?
Young Master Zhao, young Master Zhao. What's wrong with you? I heard that young Master Zhao is generous, upright, and knows how to appreciate food.
Boss, I'm not as good as you say.
Everything I said is the truth. I've been pondering over something all day yesterday.
Matters related to young Master Zhao, as the saying goes, are a matter of wearing
If you
through
don't scare
everything.
people with your flattery, a good scolding is truly enough to make Xiao Xiaofeng feel refreshed. What does it have to do with me?
I would like to ask young Master Zhao to be my personal spokesperson.
Image representative.
You can understand it as a food spokesperson. For example, you eat butter popcorn to make delicious food. This is a kind of image. When others see the cream popcorn, they think of young Master Zhao. And this is the spokesperson for Xiong Rixing.
From a young age, Xiao Xiaofeng has been scolded by his father for making a fool of himself. Xiao
Young Master
Xiaofeng always
Zhao.
wants to prove himself to his
Boss
father.
Jia, I think the spokesperson for this image you mentioned is very much in line with my image, and I have agreed. Boss, I can be your spokesperson. Of course I have one request. Oh, you.
You agreed. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Of course, Boss Jia, are you very happy? Even if you don't tell me, I know you must be very happy right now.
Young Master Zhao, you read right. I am indeed very happy.
From now on, I'll be the spokesperson for the image of buttercream popcorn, right? That is popcorn really made with corn, this kind of coarse grain?
Young Master Zhao, what is coarse grain?
It's non-shengwang, agriculture, industry, and commerce. This coarse grain is meant for farmers,
I didn't
artisans,
expect this.
and traders.
I thought Zhao Gongzi was special, but he's just as common as the rest of us.
What do you mean by that?
You rank people into 3 classes, which is fine, but then you also rank food into 3 classes.
That's how it has always been since ancient times. What's so funny about
Food
that?
can fill our stomachs, a gift from heaven. Have you ever heard a poem?
Which one?
Under the midday sun, we plow the fields, sweat beads fall to the ground. Who knows the rice in our bowls, every grain hard-earned?
Whoever
Zhao
knew the rice
Gongzi.
in our bowls, every grain hard-earned. Could I really be
Let
wrong?
me ask you, why did you study?
To achieve fame and fortune, to rise above others, to honor the family name?
You are wrong. Reading is for nourishing righteousness, for understanding things. If you don't understand, you become ignorant. Do you know what is the most terrifying thing?
It's poison.
No, I'm telling you, it's milk.
I knew it was milk. Young Master Zhao, why did you bring me here? Where is this place?
My hall?
What are you doing? Are you making poison?
Haha, young Master Zhao, calm down. Just wait and see.
What are you going to do?
Young Master Zhao, look carefully.
Mr. Jia, this is poison, and it will kill people.
Young Master Zhao, don't worry, you won't die.
You can still laugh. No, we need to find a doctor quickly before you die.
Wait a minute, young Master Zhao, let me ask you something. You keep saying the milk is poison. Then I'll ask you, how long after drinking it would you start feeling unwell?
About half an hour, maybe even shorter, depending on how fast your body reacts.
So we wait for half an hour then.
You can't die. Boss Jia, if you die, then I won't be able to eat cream popcorn anymore. But you do have some literary talent. If you were to die like this, it would be a pity. Yes, the laborer's song, sweat drips from the cilantro under the midday sun, who knows how hardworking people make our food. Did you write this yourself? Boss Lily, what's your name?
The poem is called Agricultural Sensuality. Of course, I wrote it myself. Do you think there are good poems
Good poet.
elsewhere?
With such talent, you should pursue officialdom instead of being a businessman. Why become a merchant?
I'll tell you later. Let's wait and see if I get poisoned first.
Are you really not going to see a doctor? Don't joke around with your life, Mr. Xia. After half an hour, Master Zhao.
Half an hour has passed so quickly.
Mr. Blind, you're still fine. Could it be because the time was too short?
Young Master Zhao, you saw that big bowl of milk, right? If this milk is really poison, why haven't I died from drinking so much?
Yes, what's going on here? Why are you still alive?
Do you remember what I said earlier, young Master Zhao? Reading books to understand things. If you don't understand, then ignorance itself is the most terrifying thing. You believe such an absurd lie about the milk being poison. What does all your reading mean if you believe in something like that? Taste this, young master.
What is this?
I call it Nai Pai Zi, a type of milk visual. Jiao Gongzi, this is even better than cream popcorn. Are you sure you don't want to eat it?
It smells delicious. If milk really is toxic, why hasn't the shrimp died yet after all this time?
Young Master Zhao, it's getting late. You should go home.
I'll come back tomorrow to see if he's still alive.
If he's alive, I'll taste him. Why isn't he coming out? Could it be that he's too scared to show off your path to wealth? Are you afraid of not being able to make cream popcorn?
Why aren't you complaining now?
Yesterday, I met several online friends and planned to visit Juming Lake today for some fun and poetry. I specifically came here early in the morning to buy some cream popcorn. After waiting so long, the vendor still didn't appear. It's frustrating. Shout at dad, shout at mom, haha. The more angry you get, the better.
Young Master Zhao, the servant must have learned about the failure and is too scared to come out today. He ran away overnight. He is such a despicable person, actually daring to sell coarse grains like corn for
Come to
such a high
deceive young
price.
Master Zhao. You shut up boldly. Do you want to die?
Sorry, young Master Zhao. I didn't mean to.
Boss Joe, it is just a matter of dividing people into 3, 6, and 9 levels. You
This is
actually
too
want
funny,
to divide
young
food into
Master
3,
Zhao Zhao.
6, and 9 levels as
What
well.
you mean
is that food is a gift, and a gift from heaven to us. Have you already forgotten about the locust plague from a few years ago? Back in the day when the locust plague was rampant, even Zhuangjia was left with spoiled grains that couldn't even be anyone say that corn was coarse grain or inferior food having a good day. But after a few days, you've forgotten everything. Are you too scared to do it? No wonder they all say that merchants speculate and forget their sense of profit. Boss Joe, you are the best proof.
Young Master Zhao, what's going on here?
Hello, customer. The small shop here is closed for business. If it is for dining, please go somewhere else.
Shopkeeper, may I ask why it is not open here anymore?
It is hard to put into words. Something happened at home. I can't keep the shop open anymore.
Are you planning to transfer it out? I want to open the restaurant, and if the price is right, I do like to take it on, and you do like to take it on.
Young master, may I ask how to address you with your honorific surname and given name?
Brother, just call me Shrimp. How should I address you? My surname is Ma. I don't know how much Mr. Ma plans to sell it for. It's 50
Shrimp
tails of
Prince wants
silver.
50 tails of gold.
That's too much.
If Shrimp Prince feels that's too much, why not look around other places?
Mr. Ma, please don't be in a hurry. In business, haggling is quite normal, right? You're asking an exorbitant price and expect me to pay up?
Sightless Prince, I didn't ask for an exorbitant price. This price is already very cheap. If my family wasn't having issues, I would never have sold this restaurant.
Mr. Ma, there's no room for negotiation at this price? At most, I'll give you another couple of taels. I'm really planning to buy your 9th floor apartment. But I don't have that much money right
Then
now.
why are you here?
Can I have some time? How about this? I'll give you 2 taels as a deposit. If by the end of a month I can't gather enough money, then I will take back those 2 taels.
Are you kidding me, blind man?
There's no need for verbal commitments. We can put it in writing. This is not a
Can
small
you gather
sum.
up this amount within a month?
That's my problem. Boss Ma, my only request is that during these next 30 days, you can't sell it to anyone else. Otherwise, you owe me 20 taels. How about that?
Yes, we can. Let's make a document right away.
Our house was robbed, and our money is missing. What should we do?
We were not robbed. If it really happened, would they leave anything behind? Why didn't they take everything?
What's going on here?
I used some of the money for something else.
The person wanted to buy the inn from you, told Chinyu and the official.
You want to earn over 40 taels per month? How is that possible?
Don't worry about that. I have my plans.
Where are you going, official?
Go to sleep. I'll be back soon.
Oh my god, who did this? Boss, why didn't you come out yesterday? We waited for you all day. Give me 2 of these.
Sorry about that. Some things came up yesterday.
He's a fraudster. Do you know what cream popcorn is made from? It's corn. Gentlemen, he sold you low-class food like corn. And it costs so much?
What's corn?
That can't be right.
You rascal, is the cream popcorn really made from corn? Boss Joe, do you think my cream popcorn is made from corn? Do you have proof?
Of course. Leo took the blame. Ladies and gentlemen, this popcorn is made from corn that I cooked last night.
Mr. Return money. Return money.
Not only should you return the money, but also report him to the authorities and send him to jail.
How dare he sell us such low-quality food at such a high price? We must take him to the officials today.
You refused my offer when I asked for your cooperation back then. Now do you regret it?
What terrible things did I do? You've been complaining that I deceived you. Please tell me how I deceived you. That's right, this cream popcorn is indeed made from corn. What's wrong with that? Did I force you to buy it?
This corn is low-grade food. You can't sell it at such a high price. 59 coppers per unit? This is deceiving the boss.
What's going on here? So lively and noisy. Tell me what happened.
Young Master Zhao, we've all been deceived by this cheat. Do you know what kind of cream popcorn they make? It's made from low-grade food like corn. We're about to report him to the authorities. Low-grade food? That's right, young Master Zhao. Look, he has evidence.
Boss Joe, did you make this popcorn with corn?
Yes, young Master Zhao. Making popcorn out of low-grade grain and selling it so expensive?
Shut up. Low-grade grains categorize foods into 3 levels. Who gave you that right?
Who do you think you are? We're all scholars, but young Master Zhao stands apart. What's wrong with corn? In the past, when there was a locust plague, I saw some scholars
Thank you
still
all for
eating
your
corn.
kind words. Although I don't farm, I understand the hard work and hardships of farmers. Cramps in the midday sun, sweat beads on the ground below, who knows what lies within the plate, every grain is a
Indeed,
laborious
it's no
task.
surprise that Hoppert is the son of a wolf, and Zhao Gongzi has truly grasped the essence of the poem.
That's right. Zhao
He
Gongzi's
understands the
poem is
hardships
really
of the
well
common
written.
people.
Indeed, he is an outstanding talent.
Thank you all for your praise.
I have bad news to tell you. From now on, you might not make any money anymore.
Why? Sir,
Because cream popcorn won't be eaten anymore. Why would that happen?
cream popcorn tastes so good. Why wouldn't anyone eat it anymore?
I don't know why either, but anyway, no one is buying it anymore.
What should I do about this?
It seems like I can only study now. If I continue to make money in the future, life will be tough again.
Oh, I see. Sir, then we can keep feasting like we have these past few days. I can't eat meat anymore, and I can't pull off clothes either. No, your clothes are too old. I'll have to rip off the crotch cloth to make a new set for you.
What about you? Your clothes are old too, huh?
I won't use the official anymore. We need to save up the rest of the money. Studying is very expensive, and that's all we've done. The 4 treasures of the literary world are all very expensive. If you can pass the exam in the future, we also need to invite the neighbors over for a meal. There are so many expenses.
The rain and your clothes have already been called in. They're asking you to make new ones. It's not about money for just one piece of clothing. That's not okay.
My lord, we can't spend money recklessly.
This little girl is always thinking of me, but she's so stingy with herself.
Hehe.
Just kidding around with you. Don't worry. Even though no one buys popcorn anymore, I have other ways to earn money.
My lord, didn't you stop studying and give up on becoming an official?
Studying is impossible. Only making money brings me joy.
Hey, my lord, do you plan to go down this path forever? Young master, are you buying tofu?
Are you the boss lady? I want to buy some tofu, but not that kind.
Young master, it's just tofu like this.
Is your shopkeeper here?
He's grinding tofu in the backyard. Do you need something from him?
I have a big deal to discuss with him.
Really, young master? How about you go find him yourself in the backyard?
That sounds good.
If you keep running around, do you think I'll beat up his shopkeeper?
Let me tie his eyes shut quickly.
What does that mean?
Isn't he unwilling to work hard now? You can cover his eyes with a cloth, and then he'll start working hard.
Is it really effective?
Boss, why don't you try it yourself? It's quite convenient, right? Not that difficult at all. Let's get started.
This is a good idea. I should have thought of this earlier. Thank you for helping me solve such a big problem. You are very knowledgeable about mules.
Why do I need to study mules if there's nothing wrong with them?
Do you need my help with something, sir?
Boss, I'd like to ask you to make some tofu pudding for me. The tofu pudding I want is slightly different from the tofu you're currently making, and I need a large quantity.
Is that so? May I ask your surname and name, sir? What do you need the tofu for?
Of course, it's to sell. My surname is Jia.
My surname is Su.
And yours?
Brother Blind, you know so much. I thought you were a scholar. Blind, although this tofu is unique, making it isn't very difficult. But...
Brother Su, don't you think it's not worth it? How about this? I was just saying 4 pieces of tofu at 1 coin each. How does that sound to you?
Brother Blind, are you serious? Of course, but Brother Su,
we should sign an agreement.
What kind of agreement?
A confidentiality agreement. I'm entrusting you with making tofu for me. You can't tell anyone else. If you do, you have to pay me a certain amount of silver.
How much?
100 taels of silver.
What's that in money? 100 taels of silver. Blind brother, forget it. You should find someone else for this.
I need 2,000 taels of
I won't
tofu
do it.
every day.
Oh. 2,000 taels? Are you sure, blind brother? But the compensation is too high. I couldn't afford to pay even if I sold everything I own.
Then you'll need to compensate me. But why would I need compensation if I don't leak it?
Exactly, I heard 100 taels of silver and got so scared I lost my mind. I didn't expect that.
If you agree, I'll have someone draft the agreement for us. From tomorrow on, just focus on supplying tofu and nothing else. That will make things easier for both of us.
Exactly, no matter how many times Shrimp Bear calls your name, you don't respond.
Did you notice? Sorry, what happened to you that made you so happy?
Yes.
How can I guess that? Brother Zhao, you're here at a good time. I need your help with something. You'll be my witness when I sign an agreement with someone else.
I also want to be your witness for the family bear, but I don't have any achievements left. This seems not quite in line with the rules,
Your
right?
fame is nothing but fleeting clouds. If you cultivate agriculture with one hand, it won't be long before everyone in Beijing knows about it. It still can hide your overflowing talent.
Brother Shrimp is too kind. Actually, the entire Bianjing city is pretty much already aware of it. Oh. I just went to attend a cultural conference, actually. I didn't plan on participating either, but just now a few scholars ran into me, always praising that song, Min Nong, you must let me attend the cultural conference. I declined, but then I had no choice but to
This guy
agree.
looked so happy just now. Turns out he went off to brag. This is a good thing, Brother Zhao. A great work should be shown to everyone for appreciation, right? Only by doing so can it become widely known and last through the ages.
I think like you do, Brother Bear. You bought so much tofu, but came up with something delicious again.
It's not exactly delicious, but it smells pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Brother Bear, how could you say that? This isn't considered delicious food. Because it smells bad when you smell it, but tastes good when you eat it. How is that possible? How come no one wants to eat poop? You said it smells good. In a few days, you'll see. I have things to attend to.
Alright,
Brother
your
Zhao,
point is
let me go
correct.
first.
No one would claim they are trying out its
Inform
taste.
Long Lady tomorrow that you won't be working at her residence anymore. Why?
Sir, I need your help because... Of course, to count money. Counting money requires assistance.
Alright, stop asking so many questions. Remember to tell Wang Lady tomorrow.
Say you're quitting. That's not very nice of you. Wang Lady helped us during our hardest times by letting me work in her house. I can't refuse now.
Do my words mean nothing to you? Do you listen to me or not? Sir, yes, I do. Good. In this era, being rich really has its benefits. At least it makes a silly girl obedient.
You came early today.
Yes, Master Dog has been a great help lately. I want to see Wang Lady and would appreciate your help with something small.
What did you say? You want to see Mrs. Wang. What do you want to do?
Thanks to Mrs. Meng's previous help, we start today. I don't plan to continue working in the mansion anymore. I specifically came over to say hello to my wife. Grandpa Dog, thank you for your help before.
Why aren't you guys working anymore?
No, why not? Mr. Dog, could you please go and find Mrs.
You
Wang?
guys have made up your minds. Don't be impulsive anymore.
No impulses, Dog Lord.
Hello, Mrs. Wang. You must be an official of Yuha, right?
Madam Wang,
Do you have
thank you for
anything
your
going
previous
on?
help to us. From today onwards, Yuha and I won't be working in the house anymore. I came specifically to say goodbye to you.
Is the young master planning to study and achieve fame? How should he maintain his daily life in that
I don't
family?
plan on studying to achieve fame. What do I want to do in business?
If you want to do business, why do you want to do business? You still have some talent. Why don't you continue to try for a good reputation?
Merchants are looked down upon by many people. Why would you go into business?
You look down on the merchant. I saw you smiling happily when you took my money.
Blind young master, although being in business is also a way of life, personally I think men should be fined or studying. Earn fame, contribute ideas to alleviate the worries of the military king, or practice martial military to conquer the battlefield and defend one's home and country. This way it's not in vain to be a man's wife.
Become a bit biased and obsessed. Why am I being biased and obsessed? In the Song Dynasty, from the top ranks of nobles and nobles to the common people, each person was using different methods. Contribute your own strength to the country. It has nothing more than the size of the power.
In the Song Dynasty, there were millions of people, but most seemed as diligent as ants. After all, one's life is just a simple lack of action. Young Master Xia, I used to think you were quite talented, but now I realize that I was mistaken.
Born like an ant, the local will of a swan, destined to come to an end, should have an indomitable heavens and earth. How could one bear to live under someone for a long time? Madam Wang, the two of us came over today specifically to thank you. The rain has left with us, young Master Xia. Please stay behind. What advice does Madam have left?
No, it's mine. How could I stay in the shadows for so long? Before? Please forgive me.
Thank you, Mrs. Wang. If there are no other matters, we'll leave now. Alright, Shrimp Prince and Brother Su, thank you both.
Based on my years of making tofu experience, if this is left like this for a few days, it will definitely go bad. It won't spoil, but I've tried before. After a while, it turns sour, and within 3 days, mold starts to grow. That means it can't be eaten anymore. Brother Su, it's fine. That's exactly what kind of tofu I want.
Don't worry. Are you serious? If I don't need it, then you don't have to return the deposit of 50 coins.
Xiao Prince, Dog Grandpa, Xiao Prince. The lady asked me to find you. What does Mrs. Wang want from me?
Could it be that Mrs. Wang wants me to write a poem for her?
She said she would give you 10 taels of silver, because you need capital for your business.
What? What does this mean? Could she be trying to support me? Mrs. Wang's eyes yesterday was one of admiration and surprise, not desire. There wasn't even a hint of romantic interest, just pure appreciation. Dog Grandpa, I understand now. Please go back and tell her my gratitude is accepted, but I won't take the money. Young Master Xia, these 10 taels are from Mrs. Wang with great care. I know they come from Mrs. Wang's care, but I can't accept them without doing anything in return. Thank you, Dog Grandpa. If there's nothing else, I'll leave now. There really are such fools in this world. Dog Grandpa, I'll be opening up in a few days. Come and support me with your presents. I can guarantee you've never tried anything like this before. It's definitely going to become addictive for you. I'm off now, Dog Grandpa's bear.
What is this? Why does it look like poop?
Brother Zhao, do you think he looks like that too?
A home bear? Is this the delicacy you mentioned? This is really disgusting.
You find it disgusting?
Then don't eat it later.
See if this thing can actually be eaten.
Oh my god, the taste of this shrimp restaurant is so strong. How could someone even swallow this down? Don't even mention eating it. Just looking at the wild shrimp makes me feel nauseous.
It smells so bad, like a stinky shrimp bear. You should throw this away. People will definitely stay clear of you in the future, and no one will buy from you.
Brother Zhao, you're my spokesperson. If you try some in public, I guarantee everyone will come to taste it.
I'm not going to do that. Even if I starve to death, I won't eat this stuff.
That's what you said.
Don't worry, I'm telling the truth.
Alright, there's nothing to do today. We can start selling tomorrow. Make sure everything is ready.
The officials are all prepared. This is nonsense. Who would ever eat something that smells this bad? Just a whiff, and I can't stand it.
Stinky tofu. Hey, come buy stinky tofu! One for a meal, 3 feet long, carrying the load on my shoulders. A girl's eyes are drinking water black as night, thinking of being together with her beloved. How wonderful. Drink.
Everyone, don't push. We're giving away stinky tofu, not selling it. Each person can only have 1 piece.
How many pieces of stinky tofu will be given out? Why aren't they sold? Can't I just pay to get some?
Paying is certainly fine. But I said before, these hundreds of pieces of stinky tofu. I'm giving everyone a taste of these stinky tofu. I have to keep my word, right? Once everyone has tasted them, then I'll sell you some, okay?
No way, how many do you want to sell me? Move aside, you've already had your share. We haven't even tried it yet.
Exactly.
Good food should be shared among everyone. Why can't we try after you finish yours?
Everyone, I didn't say you couldn't get a free sample. My point is that I paid extra for more pieces to eat. That's all.
Boss, this stinky tofu doesn't fall from the sky. Look at all these people here. If you give it away for free, how much would you lose? Stop giving it away.
Wait, are you stealing knives with the stinky tofu? How much per piece?
Yes. Boss, please stop giving us more.
Why should you get it for free, and then not let others have it? Who said I got it for free?
Boss, how much is a piece of tofu? I'll pay the actual cost. Even if it's expensive, I'm paying.
Everyone, what do you think? I plan to offer everyone a taste for free.
But boss, don't say that. Just tell us how much your stinky tofu costs per piece. We'll buy it directly. You see, some people just want to take advantage. This way, those who really want to buy won't even be able to wait. Don't give it away, sell it directly.
Who says we want to take advantage and eat for free? We're planning to spend money on it too.
Does anyone else plan to spend money on it?
Yes, boss, just tell us the price per piece. It doesn't need to be expensive.
1 yuan stinky tofu, 2 yuan.
Going to the mill to buy a large piece of tofu doesn't cost more than a penny, and your stinky tofu is so small that it costs 2 cents per piece.
2 yuan is too expensive, guys.
Where's this stinky tofu? It does like this, 2 yuan for 1 yuan,
Boss,
10 yuan for 6 yuan. We can't let this get any cheaper, everyone. Making stinky tofu requires a lot of materials from ordinary tofu, but I didn't get to taste it for free just now, friends. If you guys are buying it, 10 yuan is 7 pieces of stinky tofu. I'll give you 2 more pieces as a gift.
This boss is really generous. What's there to be generous about?
It's still too expensive. If you think it's expensive, just don't eat it.
Boss,
no
give
one
me 10
forced you to
coins
buy
worth
it.
of stinky tofu. Why are there so many people?
That stuff is as bad as snot. How can there be so many people eating it?
This is a strange thing. Let's go see the bear. What's going on here?
What's going on? Lai Wang, come help me. What do I need from you? Wash the dishes for now. After we're done, you'll get to eat for free.
Even if they gave me stinky tofu for free, I wouldn't dare eat it. Even if they paid me money to eat it, I wouldn't dare either.
Is this bear's stinky tofu really good?
You look at it yourself. So many people are queuing up. Don't tell me it's not
Bear,
good.
first give me a few pieces to try. Can't handle it, can't handle
Brother
it.
Zhao, it's not that I'm stingy and don't want to give you some. If you said yesterday that you'd rather starve than eat it, then you would forget about the stinky tofu, right?
Brother, we're friends. Because of our relationship, I should at least support your business a bit. Besides, I'm your spokesperson. Well, never mind, take this one from me. Suzuki is dead. Brother Bear's stinky tofu is truly delicious.
Stop looking, there are no bowls left. Come on, wash up everyone. Stinky tofu has sold out. Those who want to eat it have to come early tomorrow.
Boss, can you prepare more tomorrow?
We've been waiting all day. Sorry, but did you run out of stinky tofu?
Mr. Su hasn't delivered yet.
Can you make another one for me after he brings it?
Of course not.
Sir, guess how much we earned today?
About 3 taels of silver, right? How did you know that?
You're really good at this.
It's easy to calculate.
Easy to calculate? Such complex math is hard to calculate. Did you secretly count before?
Count what?
Money? If you didn't count, how do you know there are over 3,000 coins?
Isn't it obvious? Su shopkeeper brought us 200 stinky tofu blocks, and almost all were sold at 6 per block today. Sold at a price of 10 coins each, that would be over 330 cents. Then if you multiply it, isn't it about 3,000 coins? That's roughly 3 taels of silver.
Impossible. 2,000 stinky tofu sold at the price of 10 coins per 6 pieces. It requires very complex calculations to figure out. And then there needs to be another overall calculation, which is very difficult and can only be done with tools. You must have secretly remembered the amount while selling the stinky tofu before, right?
Young master, you are correct. Xia young master definitely did this. Otherwise, he wouldn't know how much money there was.
Friends, do we really need to play such tricks on each other?
There's no 9 years compulsory education here, nor a multiplication table for 9 by 9. Not even mixed operations involving 4 responsible parties. 9 years compulsory education truly has become significance. You noticed that too? That's right. Actually, I've been keeping track of the money in my heart all along, so it was obvious to me.
Sister brother, you can't even lie properly. Let me go first. A few literary friends invited me to attend a literary gathering. Remember to save some stinky tofu for me tomorrow.
Another one? Didn't you participate just a few days ago?
Xiaoxiong, you're ignorant. This capital is so big and there are so many scholars here. Naturally, there are literary gatherings every day. I'm in a hurry. Let's go.
Sir Officer, I didn't expect young Master Zhao to be able to write poetry and participate in literary gatherings. It's said that these gatherings don't invite anyone casually. They need to have written their own poem and gained the approval of many people before being qualified to join. Sir Officer,
what's wrong?
I think your poem is also very good. I saw Madame Wang really liked it. When I look at you, all I see is you.
Jiaqiong, let me have another one.
Brother Zhao, there's something I need your help with.
Sister Xia, just say it. We're friends and don't be so formal.
Brother Zhao, do you have many servants at home? Can I borrow a couple to use for a while?
Gaxiong, are you asking them to come over and work for you like this?
Yes, the pay will be covered by me, and maybe even more than they get now.
This is simple, Gaxiong. 2 people would be enough. More people can be hired too.
We don't need that many for now. When I open a restaurant in the future, we might need to hire more workers. Hey, blind young master, I want to work here. I'm always around.
What do you mean by I'm always around? What are you trying to say? Young master, I've been good to you before. How could you even think about betraying me?
I didn't mean to betray you. I just wanted to learn from you how to make money. I also want to save some money to start my own family.
That's considered betraying me.
Brother Zhao has his own ideas. We should be happy for him instead of being upset. He can't stay with us forever, right?
Xiongxiang is right. You really want to save up some money to settle down and not betray me?
Yes, young master, I just want to earn some money. How could I ever betray you?
Alright then, go ahead and follow him around.
Thank you, young master.
If I learn this skill myself, wouldn't that mean I can propose to Xiaolan sooner?
Lai Wang, are you sure you want to learn cooking from me? Cooking means learning how to cook. Cooking? Is that even considered an art? I've only heard of 6 billion, but does cooking count as one too? Why isn't cooking considered an art? Any activity, once you reach the master level, can be called an art. Take cooking for example, only dishes with color, aroma, and flavor are truly great dishes. It makes people look like they are about to eat it, but can't bear to take a bite. Why don't you want to eat the shrimp? Is it because it's not good? No, it's because this dish is so beautiful that I can't bring myself to ruin it with my chopsticks. You fool! You're right, I am quite naive. That's okay. Being a bit foolish isn't a big deal. At least you know how to make more money and get married, which shows you're not too foolish. Let's start by teaching you the basics of cooking skills. What are the basics? Of course, knife skills. I don't understand why. Come on, I think you should start learning from the most basic foundation first. Alright then, Shrimp Prince, what's the most basic thing? Preparing ingredients, washing dishes, or something else? I just want to learn from you. How to fry stinky tofu. As for other matters, do you think frying stinky tofu is easy? Let me tell you, many things in this world may seem simple, but are extremely difficult once you try them. Take frying stinky tofu as an example. Do you know at what temperature the oil should be before adding the tofu? When does the color of the tofu change to indicate it's cooked? 1 degree too much, and it becomes overcooked. 1 degree too little. Do you understand what I mean by 1 degree? Is it that hard for shrimp prince? What do you think? Alright, start with the most basic task. Wash the pot and clean the bowls. Once you get these basic tasks then I'll teach you step by step later on.
Pseudo shopkeeper, we've known each other for so long. We promise not to leak any information.
Yes, pseudo shopkeeper, your surname is Ya.
Can't we make a bit more than him? Isn't our business about making money? Why don't you do a profitable business? When you supply stinky tofu to him, you should also give us some stinky tofu. Wouldn't it be better for you to make money from several sources at once?
I'm not saying no because I don't want to. It's just that, boss.
We've known each other for so many years. Just say what needs to be said directly.
It's not like we're talking about something confidential. We promise not to leak any information.
There's an agreement between me and Brother Blind. I can't sell the stinky tofu to anyone else, only to him.
There are such unreasonable terms.
Exactly, this is too unfair. You made the tofu yourself. If you want to sell it to someone, then sell it to whoever you want. Why should it only be sold to one person?
How about this? If you tell us how to make the stinky tofu, then maybe.
We definitely won't mistreat you, right? Yes, we certainly won't mistreat you.
Boss Wu, you don't know anything about it? I have an agreement with the blind brother. I can tell you guys, otherwise I would have to compensate him with some silver.
If you don't say it, and we don't say it, who else would know about this? Are you worried that we might leak it out?
Some of you don't know how to make the stinky tofu. In the city of Banning, apart from the blind little brother and me, no one else knows.
That's not necessarily the case, don't worry. If that person with the surname Xia comes over, BLL just refuse to accept her burial when the time comes. You're not the only one at Boss Su's tofu modeling shop. How does he know that others won't figure it out? Where's the stinky tofu?
Indeed, there are more than one place selling tofu, but this stinky tofu, those who sell tofu, definitely wouldn't think of it. There is no doubt that it won't be done.
Indeed, no one would put tofu until it grows hair, and then sell it.
This guy with the surname Shrimp is indeed cunning. He used to sell buttered popcorn. If it weren't for the fact that I happened to find a few corn kernels, no one would have guessed that the cream popcorn was actually made with corn these past few days. Stinky tofu are not just a few of us. I guess those people must be looking for the stinky tofu in private. If this stinky tofu was really that easy to make, then the people who run the tavern would have started selling it a long time ago.
Shopkeeper Zhou is right. To be honest with everyone, the method of making stinky tofu is indeed quite unique.
It is impossible for anyone to come up with it, right? Brothers, how about this, since
the person's surname Xia has such an agreement with Manager Su, and the three of us will pool our money to repay this compensation to Director Su. In this way, the Xia family would have nothing to say. And Shopkeeper Su wouldn't need to worry either, right?
Sure.
I have an idea. Shopkeeper Su, look at it like this. Isn't that fine now? How much compensation did you agree on in your contract with him?
100 taels. How many taels?
Are you sure it's 100 taels? Not 10 taels, but 100 taels.
Everyone, do you understand why I was hesitant to speak up now? Even if we sell everything we own, I still can't afford it.
This is too much, really.
A roll of Liang imprints, this is just a joke. You could buy enough wine for a restaurant with this amount. Forget
100 taels of silver is too much. Indeed,
Boss
not a small sum.
There are 1 million people in Bianjing City. If we can get our hands on this stinky bean about getting your money back.
Why don't we split the cost early, and share the burden? Each person contributes over 30 taels.
I think it's unnecessary to do that. Why? This is a bowl of tea. One person can drink enough with it. 2 people can share it for thirst. Then it might be just enough.
What you mean is just us 2, right?
Boss Su, here's 100 taels of silver. Count them yourself. It turns out Brother Hua guessed correctly.
If someone really comes looking for you, if they come up with 100 taels of silver for the method of making stinky tofu, then you just need to tell them the method of making it.
The 2 shopkeepers mean to ask for the method of making stinky tofu.
That's right. We've also brought you the money from Boss Su. No matter how you make stinky tofu, you should be able to tell us by now, right?
Even if it is someone with the surname Xia who comes to settle the score with you, you just need to compensate him with this money. He naturally has nothing to say. After all, you all wrote it clearly in black and white before.
The 2 shopkeepers, this is 100 taels of silver. Have you guys really thought it through?
If we haven't thought it through, maybe, will you give me the money?
Suzhou shopkeeper, we've known each other for years. The silver is just sitting here now. Why are you still dawdling? Give it to me.
You mean that if I put the tofu in a room without sunlight and let it vent for 3 or 5 days, it will be fine?
Yes, exactly like that. It's so simple. Suzhou shopkeeper, didn't you trick us?
We see it right there.
You all saw it with your own eyes. How could we have been deceived? This is too easy.
Suzhou shopkeeper, thank you very much. You go ahead with your work. Gao shopkeeper and I will leave now to discuss delivering stinky tofu. We'll come back in a few days to find you again.
Shopkeeper, how can making stinky tofu be this simple? If I had known it was this simple, why spend so much money?
The method that shopkeeper Wu uses is indeed simple, but if you haven't seen it before, you would think of how stinky tofu could be made in such a way.
If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't have thought of it either. But because it's so simple, I always feel deceived and tricked.
We can't imagine it, others won't either. Next is the preparation, taking the sauce. This is also very important. Bad taste will affect the flavor. Let's go back to see how the kitchen guys are doing with their preparation. Brother Sue, why are you here?
Hey, blind brother, I need your help. Is someone looking for you, trying to get the stinky tofu recipe? How did you know? So many people line up every day just to eat stinky tofu. Others must have noticed too, right?
Blind brother, you guessed correctly. These past few days, there has indeed been someone asking me about it, but they brought over 100 taels of silver today. Bro, this is 100 taels of silver. You said before that if someone comes to me with money, then I'll take the stinky tofu recipe you told me about. Tell them that actually, I didn't want to use the stinky tofu recipe before. I told them, but didn't you tell me that if someone finds me with money, I should tell them?
It is okay, Big Brother Sue, you're doing nothing wrong, but this will definitely affect your business. It won't make a difference.
Alright then, blind bro, I'm heading back now. There are still 2 bags of stinky tofu left, I'll hurry up and bring them over to you.
Okay, Big Brother Sue, you worked hard. Leave it to Lai Wang and those other guys to handle. Come with me for a visit. Take care of some things.
Okay, official, where shall we go?
You'll find out soon. Let's take a look at this house. It looks great. We should buy something like this next month.
Sir, how much would it cost to buy such a house? At least hundreds of taels of silver. Where could we get that kind of money?
We do have the money, but right now, we don't need to rush into buying a house. Let's go run it in first and make some money.
Buy it in?
Of course. I can't sell goods on a street stall forever.
But sir, do we have enough money for that?
Didn't Sue shopkeeper come just now? He came with the money.
He came with stinky tofu?
Here he is.
Is this the restaurant? How much did it cost?
Master Ma, I'm here. You finally came. Master Ma, how's your place looking now?
I finished cleaning up at home and had Guchuan transport everything away. Now we just wait for the restaurant to be sold so I can leave.
This is the amount of silver we agreed on earlier. There are about 47 taels in total. Let me count them.
Here you go, Xiao brother. Yes, 47 taels. Congratulations to you, Master Ma.
Are you really setting off back home today?
Yes, my mother is very ill. This time, Zhongxing might never return to Bianjing again. Take care, Xiao Master.
Be safe, have a good journey.
Officer, is this restaurant truly ours? All these things inside are all ours?
Yes, they're all ours. My wife brought me some wine.
Sir, did we buy this restaurant just to sell stinky tofu?
Of course not. We bought it to sell all kinds of food.
Sell all kinds of food? Are you asking me to cook? But will anyone like the food I make?
No need to worry, I'm here now. It's time to train our young assistants. We finally managed to get an apprentice. We must take good care of him, but he only thinks about learning how to fry stinky tofu for money and getting married. He has no ambition at all. It's time to give Lao Wang some big dreams. Lao Wang, stop what you're doing and come over so we can talk.
Brother Xia, did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't do anything wrong. Why are you so nervous?
Why do you want me to speak? Aren't you going to scold me?
Do I have to talk to you just to scold you?
In the past, Master Zhao was like that. If he wasn't telling me to do something, it meant he was scolding me.
Alright, I get it. Let's forget about this and tell me what your dream is.
Can we not talk about my dream being with Xiaogu? Is that okay?
No way. How can I give you hope if you don't reveal your dream?
I've been dreaming a lot lately about Xiaolan. He stopped talking.
The audience doesn't care. Let me ask you directly, what is your dream? This guy thinks I'm asking him what he dreams about in his sleep. Let's talk about your ideal life. Tell me how you imagine your future will be like. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Xiaoga, I hope one day I can sell stinky tofu like you and make that much money a day.
You have such low ambitions. That's your dream? I thought your biggest life goal was to marry Xiaolan. Once I earn enough money, I'll marry her.
And then we'll both sell stinky tofu together.
You're really something else. Lai Wang, selling stinky tofu is just trendy for a while. Of course, if you keep doing it, you could definitely make some money. But it would only be small change.
Small change,
Lai Wang.
I bought a restaurant.
What kind of restaurant? Listen to me. Lai Wang, listen up. You need to understand one thing. Your chance has come. Got it? No, I don't get it. Do I need a chef who understands this? I told you before that you should start from the basics, remember? Now is the time for you to take it further. I will teach you all kinds of cooking skills. In the future, you will be the head chef of the restaurant. In a few years, you will be able to marry Xiaolan with all your charm.
Brother Xia,
Do you
I just
understand?
want to make some money. I don't want to be a chef. I think selling stinky tofu is pretty good.
Stinky tofu, stinky tofu. Did you eat too much stinky tofu and your brain got all muddled, so you knew it was stinky tofu?
Brother Shrimp, then I'll do whatever you ask me to do.
Being so teachable is indeed a despicable person. If I draw a pie for you to eat and you don't eat it, I have to give you a good meal before you can truly flourish. Remember, from the moment you pick up the kitchen knife, you will no longer be an ordinary person. In the future, you will become the chef of the Song Dynasty, leaving behind a thick ink in history.
I know it, Shrimp Brother. But I just want to learn how to make stinky tofu.
Shrimp Bear, congratulations. You've already opened your own restaurant so quickly. Shrimp Brother,
Let's cut the
you're really
nonsense and
something.
get straight to business with buying her. Is there anything important?
He who knows me well sees through my eyes. Brother, let's go to the backyard to talk. There's something big happening. Bear Brother, I came over earlier. Guess what I saw?
Could it be that someone else is also selling stinky tofu?
How did you know you saw it too?
I didn't see it. I guessed from your exaggerated reaction.
Exaggerated reaction? Brother, your stinky tofu is a delicacy in Beijing. The reason you can make money now is because only you sell stinky tofu.
You even mill this?
I have sharp eyes, and I couldn't possibly miss the intricacies of such a rare item.
This top-notch goods doesn't let any opportunity to show off slip by.
2 restaurants started selling stinky tofu too. Many people went there to eat it. Their prices are lower than yours. Definitely that sous shopkeeper. He revealed the secret behind stinky tofu. You need compensation from him. Isn't the restaurant just the place for compensation? What do you mean by buying the restaurant? It's the 100 taels of silver sous shopkeeper compensated with, so you knew all along? Why didn't you stop it then?
Brother Zhao, why should I stop it? According to the agreement, shopkeeper Su also compensated me. What reason do I have to stop him?
Brother Shrimp, why are you so calm? Have you discovered a new food again?
Brother Zhao, you're making me worry a lot.
What do you mean?
You're so smart. When will I be as excellent as you? How can I not worry when he might actually become smart? If that happens, it'll be hard to fool him in the future.
Oh no, oh no. Actually, I'm just a bit better than Brother Hayes.
Brother Zhao, you mentioned some restaurants sell stinky tofu too. Let's go check them out.
Let's go, brother. Haven't you decided on a name for your restaurant yet? Have you thought of a name?
River Bottom Rescue.
River Bottom Rescue. What does that mean? To go to the city moat or into one of the canals in Juzhou
Yes,
City?
it means rescuing from this canal. Before we open, I need a famous person to write our sign.
Brother, if you can't find someone suitable to help with the sign, why not ask me? To be honest, my calligraphy skills are quite good.
It's interactive, stinky tofu. Try it early on, don't miss out.
This mountain speed is really fast.
Do you want to try the blind cabinet?
Sure, there are so many people here. How could I cut in line?
Others definitely wouldn't, but for your face, I'll make an exception. How about giving some interactive stinky tofu to shrimp shopkeeper first? Do the shrimp vendor's stinky tofu taste the same as yours?
Master Zhou, your sauce is indeed very close to mine. It's just that it's a bit stronger in flavor than my own. I guess you did this on purpose.
Wow, Master Hua is really impressive. Impressive!
Your stinky tofu lacks some depth because you missed out on the pickling process.
Exactly, how could a shrimp talk about such things?
Master Zhou, actually, if the stinky tofu lacks that pickling step, its texture will be much different. That's why people didn't notice the difference. They haven't tried both at once for comparison. If someone compared the two, they'd immediately feel the gap.
So what? I still have customers here, don't I?
Shopkeeper Zhou, don't misunderstand what I mean. What I want to tell you is that I can tell you how to marinate stinky tofu, really.
This is definitely impossible. How could this kid possibly be so kind-hearted?
Of course, Manager Zhou, you once talked to me about collaborating on cream popcorn, but later I turned you down. If I had collaborated with you back then, I'm afraid my butter popcorn could still make a fortune now. Ah, what a pity. It is just that my previous perspective was too narrow.
Blind shopkeeper, you must be joking, right? I guess you really hate me to death in your heart.
It's not that bad. In business, it's all about competition, right? As the head of the store, Zhou, you must be doubting me now. Why do you have to marinate the one you don't know? Let me tell you, do you think there is some scheme or trick up my sleeve? I do suspect that you were the head of the Zhou Dynasty. I just like dealing with people like you, being open and honest, and saying whatever is on my mind. To be honest, I'm not just telling you this method for making stinky tofu for nothing. I've been a bit short on money lately. If Mr. Zhou is willing to give me some silver...
Xian, I think you're overthinking it. My stinky tofu might not taste as good as yours, but mine is cheaper. Isn't that proof enough?
Mr. Zhou, didn't I tell you something earlier? You don't remember?
Sorry, there were too many words in what you said. I can't recall which part you were referring to.
If I sold that pickling method to that other guy, do you think he'd be interested? Forget about it. If you don't want to know, then I'll leave.
Wait, how much? 50 taels of silver is too much. At most, I'll give you 1 tael. 3 taels at the very most,
taels at the minimum.
I just don't want to believe that boss will spend a dozen or so silver coins
Then
to
I'll
buy
sell it to him for 5 or 2 silver coins, but I don't believe he won't buy it. Boss Joe, we can sign an agreement, and I promise not to tell anyone else how it is.
Alright, it is settled then. So that is how it is. Blind little brother really did thank you very much.
You're welcome, Brother Joe. Then let us go first.
Okay, I'm really going crazy for money. My stinky tofu cost is lower than yours. Even if I sell it for 6 yuan for 10 yuan like you, I still make a lot.
Sorry about that, Manager Will. Why did you tell him the method?
Brother Zhao, can you please shut up? I know what's going on in my
You know
mind.
how to count. I don't see you counting at all. Are you afraid that others will take away your business? Stinky tofu then?
Brother Zhao, the reason why I told Joe is very simple. Stinky tofu won't be worth much soon. Got it?
Not worth much means.
It's simple. Next, I plan to give away free stinky tofu.
What do you mean by free?
Anyone who comes to my restaurant for a meal gets their stinky tofu for free.
Are you crazy?
I'm perfectly normal. Brother Zhao, do you know what the most painful thing in this world is?
When people die, there are still a lot of silver that hasn't been spent.
Isn't this guy who has seen the sketch no shortage of money? The most painful thing is when you spend a lot of money and think you bought something precious. But then suddenly it turns out to be worthless. Brother Zhao, I'm giving away stinky tofu for free here. Do you still want to spend money to buy it from Zhou's shop?
Of course not. Why would I pay for something they're giving away for free?
So you paid 100 taels of silver for that stinky tofu, and now it's just walking away. What do you think they'll think?
Meow. Shrimp Bear, you're the worst cheat I've ever seen.
We've arrived.
Why are you here? What do you two want to buy?
Hello, sir. I'd like to buy some pots.
How many pots do you need?
About 30 pots. How much will that be? 30 pots? Why so many iron pots?
Yes,
I'm looking for
30
a special
pots.
type of pot. A special pot, right? That's the one. It has the shape on top and a base at the bottom. This is a pot. Yes, I call it a hot pot. Hot pot. My requirement is just the shape and size as shown in this drawing. However, there's something very important. It must be light. The weight should not exceed 5 stones, but absolutely no more than 10 stones, 20 kilos, which would be quite difficult. If you can pay extra, how much are you willing to spend? How much for 30 pots? What's the delivery time if it's that expensive?
10 days at most. We can deliver up to 10 pieces in 10 days.
It's too
is just
expensive.
one pot. You're not
There's
laundering
no
money
way it could
properly.
be
I have
that
a big pot at
expensive.
home, weighing over 20 pounds, and it only costs a few hundred coins. The hot pot you want is so light. Each pot would cost more than 300 coins.
Brother Zhao
You've
doesn't
been
understand.
deceived.
This kind of item increases in value with each harvest. Do you get it? Then what does increase in value?
Let's adjust the price then.
Skilled artisans.
How about 7 blocks of stinky tofu for 10 coins? Otherwise, no one will come to buy from us.
Sister-in-law is right. A wise man knows when to adapt.
Engaging in price wars isn't my style. Let's leave it
Young
like
Master
this for
Xia,
now.
is this the restaurant you mentioned?
Yes, Dog Grandpa's restaurant hasn't opened yet. When it does, we welcome you and Mrs. Wang to come for a meal.
I'll take 20 coins worth of stinky tofu.
Shigua, Mrs. Wang has done us a favor. We won't accept her money. Moreover, there are so many pieces left unsold. Just take as much as you want.
Why are fewer people buying stinky tofu today compared to before? It was crowded just a few days ago.
Look over there. They're also selling stinky tofu. And theirs is cheaper than ours. So most people go there instead.
Alright, young Master Xia, since that's the case, why not make your price a bit lower?
That's not how circle works. By the way, I do like to trouble you with something. Could you please tell Mrs. Wang when you get back? I want to ask her to help me write a plaque for the restaurant.
Okay, blind young master, my wife was sick a while ago, and recently I just happened to go back. Just tell the lady, she will definitely take your words to heart.
Are you saying that the blind young master's business is in trouble? Yes, madam.
Nowadays, no one goes to buy Mr. Shrimp's stinky tofu anymore. So what should we do? He didn't
What
say
does Mr.
anything.
Shrimp say?
Oh right, madam, Shrimp Prince. He said he wants to ask for your help to write a plaque for the restaurant. That's no problem.
You should know that a few years ago when he hadn't gotten married yet, the princess at that time was called a pearl of talent. Many people once wanted her to help with calligraphy and writing plaques, but she refused all of them.
What's the name of the restaurant run by the blind young master?
It seems like the blind young master didn't mention it. Are you sure you haven't forgotten? Young one, go ask Grandpa right away.
What are you planning to do?
Blind young master, you came at just the right time. The lady is looking for you. No, she asked about your restaurant's
So
name.
go. Does your wife have some free time now?
Our son, Yuha. Wait a moment, both of you. I'll inform the lady.
Alright. Lady Wang, good lady.
I heard you were sick before. How are you doing now? Have you improved?
Yes, much better. You have been thoughtful.
Madam, actually today I came not only to visit you but also to ask for your help.
Are you asking me to write a plaque for the grapes on the ninth floor?
Yes, here's some payment for my work, Mr. Shrimp.
Is this payment an insult to me?
Madam Wang, that's not what I meant. Isn't there always such a custom?
Mr. Blind, if that's how you feel, then please take back whatever you brought.
Madam, my husband doesn't mean it like that.
Madam, since you put it that way, let's be straightforward. Sorry,
Mr.
Madam
Blind,
Wang.
have you decided on a name for your restaurant yet?
River Bottom Rescue.
What a name for a restaurant. River Bottom Grab, is that what you came up with? Blind Master, does this name have any
is related to the
significance or
new and
origin?
unique food I plan to launch next. Madam Wang, when our restaurant officially opens, you'll understand once you try it.
So it's like that. Shrimp Master has come up with another unique dish again. River Bottom Grab might be fish or shrimp related. Let's go to the study room. Xiao Master flatters me too much. As long as you don't mind, it's fine.
No wonder Madam is called the pro talent of her time. Indeed, in such an era, yes, if Madam's calligraphy were shown, I believe someone would definitely offer a high price to purchase it. I've really struck gold here. Shrimp Master truly knows how to joke. Madam, I have one request.
Blind young master, but it is okay to say.
To be honest with you, Madam, although I now have some money, I still miss it very much. The days when I first worked at home, although the time was relatively short, it was with that big scalper. I have already established a deep friendship. I really like that big scalper, if possible. Madam, can you sell this cow to me?
Oh, young Master Xia, what do you want the scalper for?
This one.
Since the blind young master has spoken up, then I'll give you that big scalper. It is not worth much
Really?
anyway.
That is so embarrassing.
It is nothing, Wang Butler. In a bit, you'll be leading that big scalper over to the blind
yellow
young
cow
master.
that I used to take care of. I've been taking care of him for a while, and we have developed a bond. It's really
Developing
something.
a bond with a big yellow cow? You humans are truly peculiar.
Madam, it seems like the big yellow cow has been sick lately.
Oh?
It's true, madam. How could I lie about such a matter?
Mr. Blind, why don't we go check on him together?
Madam, how about Mr. Xia goes with me instead?
That works too. Mr. Blind, then Yuha and I will wait in the study
What is
for
Wang
you.
Ergo trying to do now? What's going on here, dog grandpa? I felt like you had something to say. You really are smart, blind man.
That big cow. You'll know when we get there. Since you left, the big cow has changed into this state.
Old dog, what do you mean by the cow's udders having these bumps? The rice-like things on it are my fault. Do you have any evidence?
Sir Xia, I certainly do have evidence. When you took care of this big cow before, every day, you flattened him so much that he got sick.
Indeed, I was a bit harsh with the big cow earlier, but wasn't it just out of necessity? What choice did I have?
Blind man, let's talk about this
I
matter.
had
T reported to Mrs. Wang before. After all, you didn't T have much to do with me before. Blind young master. I've taken care of this matter.
Go ye, then thank you very much.
Blind young master, I'm just reminding you that if you want this big scalper, then I'll send it over to you. Since it's the lady's turn, I don't have to report to her then. However, after this big scalper is sent over to you, you'll have to figure out a way to cure his illness. I've been seeing him sick for several days now.
It. Go ye is extraordinary in one matter, but the second master must be and it will be delivered to my restaurant. Just hand it over to Lai Wang and have him put it in the backyard.
Young Master Xia, you're being too polite. The knife is on me.
Sir, are we really not planning to lower the price?
Of course, no lowering of prices. Shrimp brother, even if we don't lower the price, why do you think there's no need for an increase? There's no increase, just that the previous discounts have been cancelled. Oh right, can you help me see which is more crowded, in front of Zue Yunju or Guchangju? That's easy to tell, it's definitely more crowded in front of Zue Yunju. That's correct.
Why is that? Is this a matter of taste? Could it be that the taste at Zandestat is better?
Sorry everyone, today's stinky tofu has sold out. If you want some tomorrow, come early. I promise I'll make extra tomorrow so everyone can get some, okay?
Boss Joe seems very strange these days. My customers are getting fewer and fewer, but yours are increasing. Why is that?
I also don't know why Boss Joe is.
I've heard some customers say that the stinky tofu here tastes better. Shopkeeper Joe, we wise people don't talk about hidden flowers. Have you come up with a new method? Has it made the taste of stinky tofu better?
Boss Wu, how did you find out? That's right, I have indeed come up with a new method. Compared to that other place, the stinky tofu tastes
Boss
no less diverse.
You really have a set. Quickly tell your brother how you did it. Oh no, you've been seeing me these past few days too. My business is doing terribly poorly.
I'm telling you, go ahead and daydream. Are you in business doing business? It has pros and cons, just how it is, right?
Brother, when we gathered the 100 taels of silver together, I really think you're a trustworthy person. So let's make money together. Besides, there are so many people in the border city. If only your family sells stinky tofu, it wouldn't be enough to handle everything. Do you remember a few days ago? We could have earned money together. Wouldn't that be great? Eating alone is easy, and might get me into trouble.
Hey, brother, I scoff at you, threatening my woo. To be honest, I hired 2 more assistants who are quite clever and agile with their hands. No matter how many people there are, they can manage. Just wait until tomorrow to see for
yourself. Are you really
yourself.
going to take things too far? Don't forget what you said before, a bowl of tea, 1 person drinking enough, 2 people drinking can also quench thirst.
What's wrong? I've done everything perfectly. You know how to make stinky tofu, but I've modified the method myself and come to me for it. Yet you still here talking to me about drinking alone or with 2 people. Do you think this is appropriate?
You.
Boss Wu, you need to understand a bit more. When the 2 of us were looking for Boss Su before, we spent the same amount of money. I don't owe you anything. Do you understand?
Damn it, I must come up with a countermeasure. Otherwise, let alone making money, you won't even be able to earn back the 50 silver coins you spent before. Just for your sake, I have something I'd like to discuss with you. Sorry about that.
I promised Mr. Zhou that I wouldn't tell anyone the method of making stinky tofu.
This guy is really despicable. He was even lying to me just now, saying he developed a new method himself. So it's you who told him?
Yes, I sold him the method.
How much did you charge?
Mr. Wu also wants one from me. Sorry, but I promised Mr. Zhou not to reveal anything. Sorry about that. Cheaper items sell better, because they're more affordable.
If the food isn't good and it's cheap, some people might still buy it without complaining. Actually, the difference in favor isn't that big.
Shrimp brother, you fool. Not all cuts are made like that. What do you mean by not all? Shrimp brother, move aside and give me your knife. No wonder Shrimp brother said before that cooking is an art. How about it? Did you see clearly? To cut it like this, got it? I know how to do it now, Shrimp brother. That sound was so beautiful. It requires talent. From now on, I'll teach you how to work hard.
Let's work hard today.
Let's get started.
We've ordered a lot of tofu. In 3 days, we'll be even busier.
Aren't you worried about ordering too much and not selling it all?
How could crows go unsold? There's never enough sold every day. Hurry up and start working. I'll increase your wages.
Do you want to eat alone? Fine then, let's see the stinky tofu. 10 coins for 10 pieces. Come quickly and eat.
Is price war finally starting?
10 coins for 10 pieces. Stinky tofu. No wonder the official isn't selling stinky tofu today. No one will ever come here to buy anything.
What should we do about this despicable shopkeeper? The customers were all taken away by the discounts over there.
Trying 10 stinky tofu for 10 yuan, but it tastes even better than the 12 they tried earlier. What are they doing?
Why did the price suddenly drop?
They're digging their own grave.
Brother Shrimp, what do you mean by that?
Stinky tofu is just a snack, not a main dish. It can't be considered an essential daily item, only a light snack. So when the price drops to a certain point, sales might actually decrease instead of increasing.
Sir, your meaning is that the cheaper it gets, the fewer people might end up buying it?
A person's stomach is limited. If they continue to lower the price, once it hits a certain bottom line, people won't buy stinky tofu for 10 coins because there will be too much and they can't eat it all. It might turn into buying only 5 coins worth of stinky tofu because that would be enough to fill them up.
My brother said we should have something for lunch. By the way, are those custom-made hot pots still not done?
I'm already impatient. It might take another 2 days or so. How about this? Sure Winshow wants 15 coins worth
Should we
of stinky
keep lowering
tofu.
the price?
What do you
No
say,
more lowering.
shopkeeper?
Let's just go
This
with
old
12 coins per
trickster is
pot.
quite cunning, but even the cleverest game cannot outsmart the hunter.
1 coin goes a long way. For seasons bring wealth, heart good brings health. It's time to look at our hearts and joy. Constantly creating new miracles.
Congratulations! Brother Blind's restaurant is officially open today. Why didn't you notify me in advance? Gifts to celebrate with Uncle Zhou.
You're too kind. We are neighbors after all. No need for such formalities.
Brother Blind, why do your restaurant have so many strange pots?
Oh, these are hot pot pots. It's a fresh food that has never been seen in Bianjing
Uncle
before.
Zhou,
would you like to try the hot pot inside?
Brother Blind, I'll come over once I finish my work here. What exactly is this hot pot?
Alright, Uncle Zhou, take care and enjoy yourself.
Should it be related to the stinky
No
tofu?
need to see you off. The River Bottom Tavern is offering a grand opening celebration. From today, stinky tofu will be given away for free. No charge at all. What? Stinky tofu being given away for free? Not even a penny charged? For every guest who comes in to eat hot pot, free, we'll give them 10 pieces of stinky tofu for
giving
free.
away stinky tofu for free? Why aren't you charging anything?
Brother Zhou, your words are quite interesting. I want to give it away for free. Could that break the law of song?
Boss, are you really giving away stinky tofu for free?
There's such a good deal here. Free stinky tofu for everyone, regardless of age or status.
For every guest who eats hot
Absolutely
pot,
free.
we'll give them 10 pieces of stinky tofu per table.
What's this hot pot thing?
Are those pots on the tables replaced with tables?
Shopkeeper, is this hot pot expensive?
A plate of vegetables costs only 3 cents, and a plate of beef and mutton costs only 10 cents. Everyone, think about it. For 10 yuan you can buy 12 pieces of stinky tofu. But here with me, you guys can choose to eat a plate of lamb for 10 yuan. Or beef, you can even eat 3 plates of vegetables, and at the same time, you can eat 10 pieces of stinky tofu.
I sat down at this table first. That's okay. This table is so big.
You can just sit here alone, everyone. Don't rush, be quiet for a bit. The hot pot here
Everyone
is
can
longer,
eat acid place
so
to
everyone
cook it.
doesn't have to worry about not being able to eat it themselves.
Hot pot can be served on a table.
What does it mean? For example, do you all know each other? You guys must be thinking now that this is just one pot, and there are 6 of you sitting here. How should we eat? Isn't it simple? This is called later. Hot pot. Each person will put their own ingredients into the hot pot. Afterwards, everyone eats what they ordered individually. That's called sharing a table.
Boss, really only 10 coins for a plate of beef? Of course, Red Old Man has no ulterior motives.
Take your time to order. I'll light the hot pot first. Smoked tofu is free, not even a coin required.
Smoked tofu is free? That's true. Eating hot pot comes with a free plate of smoked tofu. Why are there so many people at Hot Space Hotel?
Wanting free smoked tofu isn't easy. With so many people, you can't wait in line.
That's right. Forget about it then. Hey, aren't you the owner of Cloud Residence Tavern?
Yes, do you want some smoked tofu? Where am I
10 coins for 15 stinky tofu. 10 coins for 15 stinky tofu. People here give it away for free, and you still want to cheat me? Is that cheating? Besides, your stinky tofu is too expensive. It's sold at 1 coin per 100 pieces of stinky tofu.
I will buy some. 1 coin per 100 pieces? How could that be possible when they're giving it away for free?
I'm willing to spend a coin on yours already, Your Majesty. I'm impressed.
Boss, this is just a plate of lamb meat?
This is indeed a plate of lamb meat.
But isn't it too little? And so thin.
This is the proper way to eat hot pot. If these lamb slices are very thick, they lose their delicious taste. Let me teach you how to eat it.
It smells really good. This hot pot is delicious, it seems.
Why does this lamb feel different from what I used to eat?
Is this really lamb? How can it be so delicious from the shopkeeper?
Shopkeeper, hurry up and serve us the dishes, everyone. Don't rush, you guys have already chosen your dishes on the menu. I can only serve you guys. Come on, Wong, hurry up and serve stinky tofu to everyone.
The shopkeeper gave me 2 more plates of lamb. This lamb is just too delicious.
Sorry, the mutton I have here is limited in supply. One person can only order a maximum of 2 plates, and there is a limited supply. One person can only order a maximum of 2 plates.
At most 2 plates per person. Your mutton is so delicious. Why don't you sell us some more? Everyone, don't get excited.
I believe you've seen it too. The lamb here is very thin. It is not that I'm being stingy, but if this lamb is thick enough, it won't cook properly when blanched in this hot pot. It won't have such a texture and taste when you eat it. If you don't believe me, ask them. Do you think this lamb tastes the same as what you've had before?
Not the same.
This lamb is so thin that it's very difficult to cut it, so there is no way to let everyone open their bellies and enjoy the delicious food to their heart's content. But in order for everyone to be able to eat it, I can only make such a difficult decision. Each guest can only eat a maximum of 2 plates of lamb.
This bastard actually made fresh food again. Deserves it. The delivery person has arrived, Boss Joe, Boss Joe. When you were in your prime a few days ago, didn't he expect such a day to come,
What?
right?
Don't want it anymore? It's not like you've redoking around,
Fellow
is it,
shopkeepers,
Manager
listen
Joe?
to me for a moment. I'm not saying I don't want it anymore, but rather you guys come and see the stinky tofu I have to sell at all.
Boss Joe, if you can sell it, that's your problem. What does it have to do with us?
Yeah, we're only responsible for delivering the tofu to you. Whether you can sell it or not is your business.
Since you can sell anymore, you still signed an agreement with us yesterday. Let us send you all the tofu we've ground out. Are you kidding us?
There are so many loyal customers who came to buy tofu from me today, and I didn't even sell it to them.
All shop owners, we are in this together. If I can't sell it, then there's no money for you either, right?
What do you mean by that? Shopkeeper Joe, according to the agreement, we've already delivered the tofu to you. Don't talk about your difficulties, they have nothing to do with us. If you don't plan on paying and want to skip it, then we have no choice but to report this to the authorities.
That's right. Let's go find the authorities. We have a contract in hand. This Joe guy is trying to deny everything.
Mr. Su, please wait. Don't go reporting it yet. Let's discuss this first.
Sorry, everyone, all our food has been sold out today. If you want some, come back tomorrow.
Really?
I'm sorry, everyone. We've sold out today.
Oh my, shrimp brother, I'm exhausted. My arm can't lift anymore. Fish and I will take a nap now. Wake up when you're ready to count again.
It's okay. Sir, you should lie down on the couch for a rest. I'll finish counting, and then we can sleep together. Sir.
What's wrong?
Guess how much silver we earned today? It was about 20 taels, and I haven't finished counting the rest yet.
Not bad, pretty good. We should hire more people to help us now. If that's not possible, let's ask Mrs. Wong for help. She has hands as busy as a dog's, and she can bring some over to assist us.
Yes, sir, I thought the same thing. With just the three of us, it's really hard to manage everything.
By the way, did you see Mrs. Wong come in this morning? I went specifically to invite her yesterday, but Na Huier is so busy that I didn't even notice whether she came or not.
Something big happened at Mrs. Wong's house.
What happened?
I passed by her residence earlier, and I saw the government had already sent people there. All of her neighbors have been banned from smoking. Now it is only allowed to enter and not leave there. I inquired about some information, and it seems that there has been a case of skylight sickness in the residence of the princess.
Every day, Prince Yao is sick with windows. Is what you're saying true?
How dare I casually talk about this kind of thing?
Is the disease of skylight disease very scary?
It is extremely scary. People who get this window disease will have a high fever, vomit, and most importantly, chickenpox will break out all over their bodies. Chickenpox, especially harmful.
Why is it like this? Mrs. Wong is such a nice person. Why does this ominous thing happen in her residence? Where is the evil skylight disease? This can be, young Master Zhao, you must have made a mistake.
Sister-in-law, this is true. I didn't tell a lie.
Young Master Zhao, Mrs. Wong is gentle and kind-hearted, treating everyone in the household well. Every servant mentions her with great gratitude. She wouldn't do anything shameful or unethical.
Sister-in-law, I'm not just guessing. It's true that there are such things as sunlight diseases. Only those who act recklessly or wrongfully would have such issues at home. Mrs. Wong was once a famous literary genius known far and wide, chased by countless scholars. Yet he chose young Master Wong. Moreover, on their wedding night, young Master Wong inexplicably fell ill and never recovered, passing away soon after. Back then, some people privately said he brought misfortune to his wives, coupled with the sunroof disease happening in his house. And he happened to be a widow.
So it turns out like that. As the saying goes, trouble often follows a widow. Not only does she look beautiful, but she's also a talented scholar. Naturally, there must be many gossips around her. When the skylight disease flares up, it causes high fever and waxing pimples all over the body. Have you heard of this before?
Yes, even on the face, there are dense waxing pimples, which is very harmful.
Is this smallpox?
Yes, indeed some people call this skylight disease smallpox, but that's a more elegant way to put it.
In ancient times, smallpox was indeed a very harmful disease, an infectious disease. Once infected, either rely on your own immune system to fight it off or die from it. Later, vaccines were developed, which finally eradicated smallpox. But before vaccines were discovered, I think there was a doctor abroad who discovered a method for humans to produce antibodies against smallpox. What was the specific method again? Oh, I really regret not preparing more when it matters. I went to feed the cow with a boil on its leg. I got it. I understand now. I get it. Smallpox virus doesn't just appear out of nowhere. The cow's udder has ulcers and water blisters, which means the cow is infected with the smallpox virus and developed cowpox. It must have been at Mrs. Wong's residence. She got infected while milking the cows.
Brother Jia, what nonsense are you talking about? I came here today, not to see you go crazy. Do you remember we visited Mrs. Wong's residence yesterday? Although we didn't enter, this matter should be kept secret. Otherwise, both of us might end up temporarily detained by the authorities.
That's right. You are absolutely correct. So we now also have the possibility of catching this Tianhua.
What nonsense are you spouting? You can't just say that about Brother Jia. I'm a decent person. How could one possibly be punished by heaven?
Where are there any heavenly officials?
Don't talk nonsense.
Brother Zhao, thank you for coming to tell me this news. Otherwise, I'm afraid it would have been just the two of us. It is really possible to be infected with this daily flower.
I'm a decent person. You should stop talking nonsense here.
Brother Zhao, do you really believe that this window sickness is a punishment from heaven?
How could someone as good as Lady Wong, the official, possibly do those messy and shady things? I don't believe this is a punishment from heaven. It must be that the heavens have made a mistake.
You're right. So, heaven has sent me as an envoy to save Lady Wong.
Sir, please don't talk nonsense. Tomorrow I plan to go to Southern Mountain and burn incense for her, hoping it will bring her good fortune. I believe she'll be fine.
The earliest method of vaccinating cows was actually very simple. Use a small knife to cut open the cow's udder, dip it in some cow's milk on your arm. Make a 1 centimeter wound. The purpose is to let the virus from the cow's milk enter the human body. This produces antibodies against the smallpox virus.
I'm leaving now. Remember, we went to Lady Wong's residence yesterday. Don't tell anyone about it. If they find out, both of us might be temporarily confined.
Wait a moment. Brother Zhao, you can't leave now.
Why not?
This disease is infectious. To be on the safe side, we need to go to the prison cell. We went to Mrs. Wong's residence yesterday, just at the entrance.
That could still have infected us.
It's no fun making jokes like that.
I Zhao Xiaofeng live with integrity and stay pure. How could heaven punish me in such a way?
Brother Zhao, this isn't a punishment from heaven. It's just an illness. I happen to know how to prevent it. Not only for you and me, but also for them too as well.
Prevention treatment.
Xiaoga, what are you doing? Quick, put down the knife. Even if we don't believe your words, you don't need to threaten us like this.
What are you thinking about? Come with me to the backyard.
No way, I have things to do.
Brother Zhao, do you think I would harm you?
Diao Ge, we're friends. You know I wouldn't harm you.
Brother Zhao, listen to me and come with me. I promise I won't harm you, but I'm afraid you'll regret it after today. Understand?
Alright.
Come on, let's go to the backyard together.
Brother Xia, sir.
Brother Hua.
What are you doing?
Brother Xia, why put yourself through this? This cow is just an animal. If you stab it once, there's no need to cut yourself to apologize to him.
I'm apologizing to him. What a fool you are to think of that.
Sir.
Are you okay? It's nothing serious, just a small wound.
So, sir, what are you doing?
Actually, before Brother Zhao came over, I was lying on the chair and had a dream. In my dream, there was someone shining with gold all over their body. People who can see clearly tell me that smallpox is rampant, threatening the lives of their people, so they will be treated. The treatment method to prevent skylight sickness has been passed on to me, a person who is covered in golden light. He planted many chickenpox-like pimples on the large scalper in the backyard of the restaurant, just by picking them apart. Then scratch a small wound on your arm, and drain the stuff that comes out of the cowpox. Apply it to your own wound, and from then on, you won't get that day-as flower disease anymore. As a result, Brother Zhao suddenly came over. When I talked about skylight disease, my first reaction was, could this dream be real? Came to the backyard and took a closer look at this big scalper, only to find that indeed many cowpox had appeared on him.
So you believed it? That's why you said you were a messenger to heaven just now.
That's right, official. What you're saying is really silly, girl, but I still lied to you? I'll also take precautions for you, so you won't get smallpox disease in the future. Brother Xia, I want to prepare too.
Brother Shrimp, are you serious? Did the heavens really dream about you?
If it weren't for that, would I do this?
It's because of what you did that makes me believe a bit more. But I can't figure out why heaven chose you as an envoy instead of me. At least I'm handsome and charming, much better than you.
Oh come on, always trying to flatter yourself. You're showing off again. It might be because you didn't sleep earlier.
Yeah, but why didn't I sleep just now? Hello, Brother Niu. My name is Zhao Xiafeng. Today, I see that you truly are a remarkable man, both in looks and talent.
Zhao is like a cow.
Truly impressive. Why didn't you say so earlier? You didn't ask me either, Shrimp Brother. Is it really that simple?
Yes, maybe in the next 3 to 7 days. You might lose your appetite or have some fever, but after those few days, you'll be fine again. While others fear the terrible disease known as skylight, you won't get it for life.
Brother Jia, are you sure?
I'm going to Mrs. Wang's residence in a few days. If I don't have 100% confidence, do you think I'd go there just to show off?
Sir, are you going to Lady Wang's residence?
Yes, don't worry, nothing will happen. Hello, General, I want to go inside for a moment.
Do you know once you go in and want to come out again, it'll be a month later?
Of course, Shrimp knows that. A few days ago, he had a dream where heaven sent him a message. It taught him how to treat the window of heaven illness. This time, he went in to save the talented
You say
girl.
heaven sent him a message? Do you have any proof? Of course, this cow is proof. It's a divine cow.
The window of heaven disease can't affect me, which is the best proof. General, can I go in now?
Young Master Xiao, I advise you to think carefully. If you go in, you'll only be able to come out after during this period. If something happens, you might slip up and burn yourself with the fire from the window of heaven. People who get the window of heaven disease always end up being burned.
Is he here to save me?
In this moment, many thoughts flash through his mind, and a terrifying smile appears in Mrs. Wang's eyes. It turns out that he is actually the person she has been thinking about all along. Tears suddenly fill her eyes without her realizing it.
Is this enough? Yes, the next blind young master's treatment method is so simple. Could it be because of this divine cow?
The method is indeed simple, but as long as it works, isn't that right?
That's true. What should we do with Master Wang?
Let me check on him and see how he's doing now.
I'll go with you.
You can't go yet. You need to wait a few days until your fever has passed, before visiting. Good.
Why are you here, old dog?
Old dog, rest for a bit. I'll get you some food.
What's wrong with young Master Huan Huan? There's a brick under the bed that moves, and it holds my stash of money.
It's been this long, and he still cares about his money instead of his own survival. Old dog, don't worry, I'll help return your money to your family.
Really?
Then what do you mean? Are you going to give me the money?
You, help me take out the money, and give it to me. I'll take another look.
Go Yi, you should keep this money for yourself. We LLC in the future. I'll go get some
show
food
me
for you
first.
first.
Blind young Master Wang, how is he doing?
Don't worry, he is doing well right now. Just a bit starving.
I'm starving, sigh. I actually forgot about this thing. But even I haven't had the energy to eat these past few days. Not to mention those servants, they definitely won't pay attention to his wife.
You have indeed lost a lot of weight.
By the way, it is not clear for now whether Butler Wang has any worries about his life.
God only taught me how to prevent it, as long as I follow the method I just used to prevent it. In the future, even if I come into contact with patients who have developed a sunroof illness again, those who already had the sunroof illness, I don't know how to treat them.
So it turns out like that? I also wonder if Master Wang can avoid this disaster. Young Master Xia, you just say what's on your mind. So many people in my household were saved by you. What do you want to say or ask? Just speak up.
Sir Dog is ready to eat. Young Master Xia, aren't you worried about getting sick?
Don't worry, you won't infect me. Thank you, young Master Shrimp. Madam Wang and Master Wang are doing much better now. With some rest, maybe they could survive. Madam, if there's nothing else to do, I'll go rest now.
Thank you for the noodles, Shrimp Prince. Is everything in this world really destined? Your noodles look very delicious.
I'd like to try them. If your wife doesn't mind.
These noodles are so fragrant. What's their name? Layman, sounds good and fitting.
A month has passed, and the government's ban on Wang's residence is lifted. As for what happened during that month, we need everyone to use their imagination about what happened between Mrs. Wang and the shrimp
Mrs.
person.
Wang, it's great that you're okay. I've been worried about you a lot lately. Hello, Yuha. Hello, Mrs. Wang. You seem much heavier than before.
Yes, I have gained some weight.
Sir, it's good that you're fine.
I've told you about this. You don't need to worry. I knew Brother Shrimp would be fine. I haven't had enough of the hot pot yet. If something happens to him,
Then I won't get to eat it? Oh my, Prince Xia. On behalf of everyone in our household,
Thanks to you, we were able to avoid illness.
Madam, you're too kind. It was what needed to be done. Alright then, I'll head home now.
Take care, sir. Let's go have hot pot at our restaurant tomorrow.
Sure, you and I will definitely try it out.
wait a minute, why can't we go inside? What is this trickery from Xiaoji again? After returning the divine cow to the backyard of the inn, you can't just go home like this. The illness was a punishment from heaven after all, even though there are ways to prevent it. But your body might still be tainted with some impure things. Bringing them home is unlucky.
I forgot about that, sir. Let's buy some firecrackers to drive away the blood.
Should we also set up a brazier at the door? I'll jump over it after setting off the firecrackers. What's AB delete to ward off evil? Why so many rules?
Are we really going to set off firecrackers?
Alright then, where should we buy them? Naturally outside the city. Buy more this time and place some in front of the inn tomorrow too. Otherwise, no one will dare to eat at your inn. Alright, how has Zulianjuan been doing lately? It's already been sold. So quickly? Yes, that Joe guy signed an agreement with 7 or 8 mill owners. After you started giving away stinky tofu for free, everyone complained that his prices were too high, going from 10 coins to 15 stones. No one bought it, only willing to spend 2 or 3 coins. He couldn't afford to pay the mill owners back, so he had no choice but to sell the restaurant. What a world. Why is this room so
cold? Are you gentlemen
cold?
looking to buy firecrackers? How many do you need?
How many mill owners are there in your shop? Why is this place so empty?
Why did I forget about this? Salt can be used to make ice. Take some nitrate home and make ice. Cut up the lamb meat while it's frozen. Isn't that convenient?
Brother Shrimp, you've lived at the Pearl of the Ocean for so long. Surely you picked up quite a bit of dirt along the way. At least I need to buy 50 fuses.
Get out of here. There's so much dirt on you. Do you sell digestive aids?
Are you a doctor taking nitrate back for medicine?
What is nitrate?
Isn't it the kind they have in pharmacy shops? Of course, we do. Our nitrates come from the north. Some were sold to pharmaceutical companies. These remaining nitrates are very good and are used to make fuses, right? Here, let me pack them up for you.
Do you have any digestive aids? Yes, why? Are you having headaches? These digestive aids work very well for headaches. But I have another use for them. Do you have many digestives here?
Not really enough for your needs. These nitrate are from those herbs traders. Should this be enough for you?
How much nitrate do the herbs traders have left?
Isn't this already enough? Young master, why do you need so many nitrates? Alright, there should be a special use. This substance requires a large amount. I've seen those herbs traders bring it in by the truckload.
Please contact Dr. Sue with the herbs traders. I need 2 trucks worth. Brother Nyo, I'll be taking up some of your space here. Please
Are you
follow
sure
the
about
rules.
building such a house? It's really bizarre, only leaving one door. No windows at all, even if it were a prison cell, at least leave one window. Otherwise, how will we get light?
That's right, that's exactly what I'm asking for. Rest assured, every penny will be paid to you. The only requirement is to be fast. The faster the better.
Sir, this freezer has been dried for 2 days now. Can it be used today?
Let's check later. Lai Wang, I asked you to lay out the room according to my instructions.
Did you
this
put down
morning.
all the bedding as I asked? Are you crazy, shrimp brother? Do you think putting bedding on a house will keep it warm?
Done. Brother Xia had people place more than 10 large bowls in the freezer ground. He and Lai Wang are carrying buckets of water into these bowls. Then they take pieces of something that disappears and afterwards they brought over another set of smaller bowls, filled half with water, and placed them inside the larger ones.
Sir, what are you doing?
Jibing? Shrimp brother, aren't you awake yet? Look at me. Do I look like someone who hasn't slept?
But you're talking nonsense. How could it freeze in this hot summer? You think you're smart. Get to work quickly.
Sir, does putting water and that rock inside really make them freeze?
Yes, you'll find out soon enough. Shrimp Prince, Dog Master is here for a hot pot meal. Find yourself a place to sit.
Blind Prince, I'm not here for the hot pot. Why don't you go ahead with your work first? Once you finish up, then we can talk.
Dog Master, what's going on?
Summer Prince, just call me Ergo Z, 2 Dog. That's my nickname. Don't use that nickname anymore.
Ergo Z, Dog isn't my real name. It's just a title. Call me whatever you want. Are you no longer interested in working for Mrs. Wang?
The blind young master is indeed smart. I do have this idea in mind. I wonder if young Master Xia would be willing to take me in. I don't really have high demands. As long as you can give me a meal, that's enough for me.
You're coming to work here? Does Mrs. Wang know about this?
I haven't told her yet.
Alright, I understand. Dog Grandpa, this isn't something minor. I need to think about it for a few days.
This blind young master is quite diligent. He works well in the kitchen. A couple of years ago, I worked at Mrs. Wang's residence too. Please let me stay, okay?
Sir Go, you are one of Mrs. Wang's people. I need to ask her opinion first. You are his steward. So, I need to consider this carefully.
But the Lady Wang no longer wants me to stay in her house.
Sir Dog, you must not speak so casually. Do you have any evidence? Has she ever told you this?
I just think it's true.
Look, all of these are your own guesses. How can guesses be reliable? Sir Dog, why don't you go back first? I'll consider it and get back to you.
Alright, Blind Master, if you hear anything, please let me know immediately.
No problem. Why didn't the master keep Sir Dog here? We're short on people anyway. Don't you understand, fish?
That's right, actually, I wanted to keep him too, but not now. Why not? People often take things for granted when they easily obtain them. Wang Ergo saw us today. Our restaurant is indeed busy and needs workers. But if he had spoken up, I just agreed to it on the spot. That way, he wouldn't feel grateful and instead think it's a matter of course. He would think that because we were short-staffed, we needed him.
As an official, I understand this well. So if I had agreed earlier,
once he gets here, as soon as there's an opportunity, he'll definitely slack off and play around. I need to make him understand that this is not something he easily got. It took effort to get such an opportunity. Only then can you work honestly and seriously. Got it?
Really froze over, really froze over.
Yes, now you believe me, don't you?
Official, what's going on here? Why did it freeze up?
Because of these reasons for its disappearance.
Why does the stone disappear turn water into ice? Sir, how did you know that?
The deity told me in a dream.
The officials, people, and deities have given you dreams again.
No, I've told you another secret. You must not tell anyone. Did you hear that? It is not that the gods have given me a dream again, but rather the last time I had a dream. Yubi told me a lot of things. Do you understand? Alright, get to work quickly.
This time the taste was pretty good. The regional sugar had a great taste, and that river bottom fish just slipped through. Hot pot hardly makes a difference anymore, and I think it is pretty much the same. Actually, the key thing about this hot pot is the soup in this pot, that is so hot, turns out it is made from bones to simmer the soup.
Why didn't we think of it before?
That guy is indeed very cunning.
But he can come up with many methods that we never thought of. For example, the stinky tofu from before was actually very simple. The Wu shopkeeper shouldn't say that.
The stinky tofu itself is simple, but you were still deceived by your own shopkeeper in Hezhou.
Boswa, how did this blind man come up with these ideas? Old bone soup. No one ever wants bones. They're usually given to dogs, or thrown away.
He turned all those into food. If it weren't for the Wu shopkeeper following him every day at the market, watching him buy things, we wouldn't have guessed that sweet bone soup could be made. Many foods are like this. What others don't see, someone else does. You can make fresh stuff too, like that stinky tofu. There's also a hot pot design. It's really unique and very intricate, but there is one downside to making hot pot. What's the downside? In summer, it gets too hot when you make hot pot. Look at how the weather is starting to get colder now.
It's perfect for eating hot pot. Yes, I didn't think of that.
Wu boss has a friend who wants to meet you. Who is your Wu brother? Hello, my old friend.
Aren't we supposed to be elders here? You're truly an unusual guest. When are we going to make a big party together? Even though he doesn't bother to look at me with his eyes open, he calls me brother.
This is quite a surprise, Wu young brother. Do we need to do business like this?
I wouldn't dare to make friends with someone like Joe Big Boss. Back when I bought the tofu making method from him, Joe said everything so well.
Then suddenly, he left me aside. Truly good friends, Wu brother. Everyone does business to make money. I know you hate me in your heart, but let me ask you, if I had been replaced with you back then, will you tell me the method for marinating stinky tofu?
Brother Wu, Manager Zhou is right. Don't say the same thing happened to you. Even if it were on me, I definitely wouldn't tell you. Those are all things of the past, Manager Zhou. I've already told us how to marinate stinky tofu, so from now on everyone can do it just like at a bar by the river. Use the free stinky tofu delivery to lure guests into our restaurant for hot pot.
You've told everyone the method of speaking your mind, Brother Will. Actually, you don't need to hate me. When the two of us used to sell stinky tofu, as long as I closed the stall earlier, you still have business here, right? And the person who truly leaves you and me with no business is that person's surname Xia. So if there are still conflicts between the two of us, then in the end, it will be that family who gets to laugh at us.
You're right. Before Xiaoxing appeared, had anyone here ever seen popcorn? Or stinky tofu? And who has ever seen hot pot being made? Yes. More and more restaurants have opened up in Bianjing, but almost all serve the same things. Not just customers, even I'm tired of eating them. Since this shrimp guy came along, he's brought out so many new and interesting things. If they're good things, we just need to follow him and sell whatever he sells, and we'll make money too. For example, his lamb dish only has a few slices per plate, sold for 10 coins. We can charge less, maybe one plate with more lamb than him, but sell it for 9 coins.
How could we not make money from that? That makes sense. Cheers to the boss. You really think through everything carefully.
Shrimp brother, how did you do it? Stop talking and put all these things against the wall. Shrimp brother, why are we throwing out those lamb hooves to feed the dogs? You don't know anything. These are valuable items. Put them away properly. One lamb hoof, I'll cut off a finger to make up for it. Shrimp brother, those lamb hooves walk on sheep poop every day. They're also good stuff.
So dirty. What's so dirty about that?
Young Master Zhao, I'm talking about these lamb hooves.
Oh, isn't this meant to be fed to dogs? The house is finished now. Let me go inside and have a look. Why is it so cold in here, Shrimp Bear? A freezer would naturally be cold, but why is it so cold in here?
There are a lot of ice blocks inside.
A lot of ice blocks? Where did you get so many ice blocks? It's not even freezing outside. Are you still half asleep?
Xiaoxiapu, it's true. This was made by Brother Hua yesterday.
Really? There are actually ice blocks in this place. This is strange. How could there really be ice? Sis Jiao, how did you do it?
How can it freeze with the weather like this? I had a dream from heaven telling me about it.
When you can't tell him.
Have you discussed what I said to Xiao Zhangpu yesterday? Has he decided on anything
yet?
yet?
My master was busy at the restaurant all day yesterday. I didn't ask him either. My master might want Xiao Xiaopu's help to hire some workers.
Oh, you and we have known each other for so many years now. You used to work in the palace of the princess, and I've never made things difficult for you, right? Can you just do me a favor, please? Could you tell young Master Xia to let me know so I can help you with your work, okay?
Dog Lord, I'll talk to the official in a bit, so you can rest assured.
Okay, Rain Crane, then thank you. By the way, Rain Drink, or I'll squeeze the stinky tofu. You can just call me aside for a while. Dog Lord Rain can just call me dog too. Haha, no dogs are wild at all. It sounds too formal. You sit down and rest for a while.
Eating hot pot and getting stinky tofu. Eating hot pot comes with a free plate of stinky tofu, lamb, 8 pieces of Chinese broth, and cold
hot pot
vegetables.
is also sold over there. Go take a look.
Alright, I don't know how long we have to wait here. Let's go check it out.
So dog, stay here and keep an eye on things. I'll go over there.
To be continued in the next episode.
Officer, what should we do? Shouldn't we follow suit with the price drop too?
Boss, why is your lamb dish so expensive compared to others?
Yes, they say you get 1 plate of lamb, but actually, there are only a few slices. Look at Galungdu's lamb upstairs. Not only is their lamb 2 coins cheaper than yours, but they also give more meat.
This restaurant is really rip-off.
Let's go eat hot pot at another place.
Yeah, other restaurants offer stinky tofu for free as well. Both
Everything
the dishes
is cheaper
and the
here.
meat are good. Why should we stay?
The hot pot at other restaurants tastes pretty much the same as ours. Let's go, everyone.
You don't need to worry about those fake reviews.
What are fake reviews?
These people aren't really coming for a meal. They're just causing trouble.
Shrimp Bear, I think you should lower your prices too.
Lowering prices was my idea?
Yes, other restaurants have regular customers who get free stinky tofu with their hot pot. Of course, people will go to whichever place has lower prices. If you don't lower yours, your customer base
Eating
might
out
shrink
isn't
even
about
more.
going to whichever place has lower prices. It's whichever place has better food that we go to.
Everyone sells hot pot and tofu. How can there be a difference in taste?
Of course, there is a difference, everyone. From tomorrow, I will introduce 2 new hot pot flavors at my place. One is spicy hot pot, and the other is 3C hot pot. Everyone is welcome to come try them tomorrow.
Hot pot and 3C hot pot. What's so special about these?
You'll find out when you come tomorrow.
As generally ordered, hundreds of thousands of troops rushed towards the city. The whole area was shaking, with all around being filled with the sound of drums. What are they doing?
This is where people are listening to storytelling. He's telling the legendary tale of General Li Tai many times. Have you never heard the legendary tale of General Li Tai? It's a well-known story in the Song Dynasty.
I was always studying at home and had no time to listen to such stories.
Brother Shah, let's go. The exciting parts are already over. Listening further will be interesting. Times. I could recite it like a flow rape.
You can recite it like a flow rape after hearing it dozens of times? What's the point for those people who still listen to him?
Isn't he just bored with nothing better to do? There aren't any new stories for the narrator to tell. He keeps repeating the same few tales. It would be great if there were some new stories to hear.
Yes, I can use the stories to attract customers in the shop. From all those TV dramas I watched in my past life, there's a lot to choose from. To thank everyone for their support today, let me tell you a story.
Telling stories is great. I love listening to stories.
So, there was a shepherd outside Kaifeng City who was herding his cows. He saw a middle-aged man catch a white snake and planned to take it home to eat its meat. The shepherd felt sorry for the snake and used some fruit he picked to exchange with the middle-aged man. He asked him to release the white snake, begging for so long that finally the middle-aged man agreed.
That's right, this is a story told by Shrimp Man, which is based on the new romance of the White Snake he watched in his previous life. When this TV series was aired back then, it was an empty alley of thousands of people. I don't know how many obsessed men and women and the identity of Suxian and Baisujan, one person and one demon, is even more captivating to the audience. This white lady has been practicing for 1,000 years, and after being enlightened by Guanyin Bodhisattva, she found out that he still has a period of kindness that hasn't been repaid to the side of East Lake. So she took the lead from her sister spell to discern what kind of past lives the person who came in the past had. There's a scholar named Siwen, the white lady who casts spells. After looking at her, I found out that she was actually a butcher in her past life. Just when both Lady White and Xiao Jiang were feeling a bit discouraged, Xiao Qing suddenly saw the bridge over East Lake. A scholar walked out, holding an umbrella in his hand. Little Qing's eyes lit up and said to the white lady, "Sister, take a quick look at this person. She stands on the bridge, and we stand under it." Isn't he what Guanyin Dasher calls a master?
That's right, that makes sense. I guessed it too. It must be because you guys are talking.
Xiaodongzi, please go on.
Bai Ningzi uses her magic, and sure enough, the scholar is none other than his wooden bucket from back then. Time flies, 1,000 years have passed. The young shepherd of yesteryear has transformed into an elegant scholar in this life.
What happens next? Speak up. This Bai Ningzi finally meets her savior from back then. Then what? Speak up.
To find out what happened next, listen to part 2.
I'm not done yet. Old shopkeeper, tell me another segment. At least explain what happened after they relied on each other. Otherwise, I won't sleep tonight.
Not now, not now. I'm too tired today.
What a story.
That's it for now.
It's much better than the legendary tale of General Li Tai.
Of course, it is. This story is called New Romance of the White Snake. The Blind Shopkeeper.
Will there be more stories tomorrow?
When will you start your story tomorrow?
At this time. Everyone is welcome to come back and listen to another story tomorrow.
Oh no, I won't sleep tonight thinking about this. Me neither.
You think that after finding the scholar, the white snake might marry him? How could that happen? The white snake is a demon, while the scholar is human. How can humans and demons live together?
No. If they love each other, then whether one is human or a demon doesn't matter. They can still be together.
Right. Brother, there's no one here. Tell me quickly, did Bai Nu find the scholar and then marry him?
I don't know.
Brother Shen, how could you not know? Are you just unwilling to tell me?
Not knowing what will happen in the future. Next time, I'll explain
Anyway, since there's no one around, give me a little hint first. Otherwise, I might decide on you too. Wherever you go, I'll go there too.
LOL. Blissful beauty. Within 3 months. Spring rain is like wine, shedding tears.
Before the new year, you come to meet me again.
Unwilling to face the blue sky with one hand.
10 years of break on the copper ship ferry.
100 years of rest for the red pillow.
The situation here doesn't seem right at all. Look at the river bottom, in front of the rivers and tavern. So many people are talking about not being yellow and getting together. It must be because the spicy hot country and the scattered wise hot country have arrived.
No. What do you mean by white snake and scholar? What are you guys discussing? It was a story told by young Master Xia yesterday.
A story? A chef who can tell stories? What kind of white snake and scholar story could be better than the legendary tale of General Li Tai?
It's 100 times more interesting. This white snake is actually a snake demon that can change into a tree face and see someone's past life
talk about with their snake demons. That's explosive news. Could there really be a snake demon in the spicy hot pot?
Impossible. Isn't this a hot pot with 3 fresh ingredients? After all, snake meat is considered fresh. You have the Xian character covered.
The shrimp shop owner has finally arrived. I've been waiting so long. Jia Chong.
Hurry up. Can't you see there are so many people waiting for you? Hurry up, hurry up.
Why rush, Brother Zhao? This is a restaurant, not a place to hear stories. Please order your hot pot first. I'll tell you once I'm done with my work.
Then give me a spicy hot pot. Let's see if it tastes different from others.
Hey, show shopkeeper, anti-shopkeeper, how are you doing? These two guys want to imitate me again. Spicy hot pot versus 3 fresh ingredients
One
hot
shopkeeper,
pot.
your business must be booming.
Thank you all for your support. We really appreciate it.
When will the story start? Hurry up. I can't wait any longer.
Here we go. Where did we leave off yesterday?
My newsie saw a scholar on the bridge and used her magic to realize that he was the little wooden doll who saved her years ago.
No, my Nizzy recognized her savior from back then. Her heart skipped a beat like a young deer's.
In the second floor of the River Bottom Lao Air Shop, a teenage girl with good looks arrived.
Xiao Jing had been in love with my Newsy since she first met her. To test the scholar's character, he took out a golden hair clip from Bainuzi's head. He used his magic to make the clip fall in front of the scholar, watching if she would secretly take it as her own. What's wrong with Joe Shopkeeper? Do you need additions to your dishes? No, please clear some space. There are still people waiting.
Why are you so impatient? Even though we're not eating anymore, can't we just sit here and rest for a bit?
Hurry up and leave. You look like you've been standing in the toilet all day.
We're still waiting to eat. We want to enjoy our hot pot while listening to stories. That's more fun.
Blind shopkeeper, who said we aren't eating. Give us some lamb cuts from this morning.
Everyone sees it. There are quite a few customers today. So after finishing your meal, please give way to someone else if you don't need the table.
Yes, blind shopkeeper is right. Once you finish, let someone else have a spot. If you want to listen to stories, you can stand by and hear them. I'll add 2 more plates of lamb for everyone.
I also want one. It's rare to get time to stand and listen.
Let me tell you about the legendary tale of Bainyanzi. These guys keep grabbing food. Eat these dishes yourself.
More dishes. Thank you, Your Highness the Princess, for your blessings.
The snow immortal quickly opened the umbrella and saw little Qing and Lady White. Hiding under the tree to avoid the rain, I quickly sent the umbrella over. At this moment, a boat floated onto the lake, and 3 people got on the boat in the rain while memorizing about the ship.
And then what? What little song is that boatman singing?
LOL.
Haha.
Haha.
Blissful beauty. March days within the sky. Spring rain flows like wine tears.
I come 1,000 miles to return your love.
No wish to face you under the blue sky.
Vowing to cross the same boat together forever.
Shamed for 100 years in red slumber.
This poem is so beautiful. And this tune is also very new and special.
What kind of tune is this? It's all mixed up and chaotic. What nonsense are these terms? How can I verify such a
for me
tune?
to sing with some emotion.
Grandpa, what do you mean by
Who here is
that?
disturbing me? Ruining
How
my
dare you
karaoke
openly
fun.
sing such content in broad daylight? What about the saying 10 years to become an interpreting pair and 100 years to share a pillow? You really have no shame.
What nonsense are you talking?
Nua, where did I say anything wrong? Could it be that he's singing this tune of Therefore Yenyu? The words written by Prince
It
Tushing.
clearly describes a beautiful union. Fate brings people together from afar, but if there is no fate, 10 years to share each other remains apart. 100 years to share a pillow. Such a wonderful poem and tune. How can you claim not to feel ashamed?
Prince Q-Song, as someone who resides here, do you not have swordsmanship skills? Look around at everyone else in the room. Who else thinks this is Therefore Yenyu? Haha, your level is still that of a resident.
Is this person an idiot? Your Highness, I think this person has read too much and gone mad. This person is so annoying. I was enjoying listening when they ruined everything. Remember his appearance. When we leave the restaurant later, beat him up properly.
Is it this? It's clearly because of. Brother Shensu, don't pay
Although
attention
the
to
tune
him.
is a bit strange, it still sounds quite pleasant.
That's all for today. We'll continue tomorrow.
This ends so suddenly, really teasing us. I think everyone is just happily shouting and fighting.
Bitten the shopkeeper, keep going. If he wasn't here, at least this neighborhood could be finished listening to it. But if he weren't a giant...
I really want to beat him up. No, let's go. Anyway,
If you want
you're
to
full.
leave on your own. I'm not going with you. You two deal with him.
What do you guys want to do? I'm an official. See if you can move me. Believe me, I'll report the authorities
What kind of
and have you
bullshit
imprisoned.
person is this? The one being hit is you.
Here, this is a reward for you. Thank you, girl, for the reward. Will there be a story about that white lady
Yes,
tomorrow?
welcome girls to come and listen tomorrow.
Okay.
It is still more comfortable to do business with the rich, though. Like this kind of big spending dog tycoon, it is rare to encounter one in normal times. Young Master Shrimp, does Mrs. Wong have any instructions?
How dare I command the blind young master? I just think of the tune you sang. The words inside are really great. You must have made all these words, right?
That's right.
If it is meant to be, we LL meet 1,000 miles apart. If not, it is hard to hold hands on the other side. These few sentences are really years repairing the same ship.
Madam
and
Wong,
100
I
years
would like to
repairing
ask for your
together.
help.
We can rest in the
Can
same
the
boat.
steward Wong come work at my place? His knife skills are very good. He can help me out. There are too many customers every day, and I really can't
One good
keep
job is
up.
fine, no problem.
Then thank you, Mrs. Wong.
No problem. By the way, young Master Xia, can you tell more stories about the White Lady tomorrow?
Sure, I was thinking the same thing before. In this era of scarce cultural and entertainment, it has a fresh story to people is hard to imagine. Young Master Xia, what's wrong? Grandmaster Gua, from now on, you'll be the head chef at the River Bottom Tavern.
I will work hard in the future. Okay, go ahead and get back to your work, young Master Xia. The soup for this 3C hot pot is actually quite simple to prepare.
We can have it ready by tomorrow. But about the story.
The tale of Bainizi is very captivating. I observed carefully today.
Clearly, more dishes were ordered and people stayed longer. Yes, that tale is indeed exciting. However, there's one thing I noticed. The lamb at the River Bottom Tavern is excellent. Keeps you full. Just dip it into the hot pot, and it becomes leaner. Our lamb takes too long to cook, better than ours, making it tough and not flavorful.
I noticed their lamb was frozen solid. That's strange. How could they freeze meat like that with this weather?
This kid always comes up with some weird stuff.
Shrimp Bear, it's so early in the morning. The sun is already up, and you're still not waking up. Hurry up to the restaurant to tell stories. I'm waiting for you.
Blind shopkeeper, we've been waiting for a long time. Don't rush. Open up quickly. Someone stepped on my shoes. The door might collapse.
Princess, there doesn't seem to be any more space on the ninth floor.
Humph, go to the private room where I was yesterday and ask them to pay me back the deposit money. Tell them to clear out the room for me.
How did they get in? Did those people upstairs just buy your spot?
Yes, many paid me 50 taels of silver each. Oh, why don't you have a place too? Well, no way to squeeze in, so I'll just stand here.
Sister, think of something. What can we do about this? We can't just kick out the customers inside. I'll pay 100 coins.
Does anyone want to give up their seat? 100 coins per seat. That's right, 100 coins. My seat is yours. I'll also pay 100 coins.
Alright, let's buy seats then. It's not expensive at 100
The
coins
first
each.
scalpers in the Song Dynasty were born here. Of course. There's also some credit for the shrimp people. 100 coins per
All
seat.
this money should be mine.
Blind shopkeeper, start your story quickly. I'm already impatient.
Don't worry, everyone. Let's order food first. Once we have all our dishes,
It's just
I'll
a
start
boring
the story.
story. These people are crazy.
After the boatman and Xiao Jennings sang a song together, Bainuzi and Su Xian looked at each other affectionately. In the narrow boat cabin, their bodies inevitably touched each other with every contact. This made Su Xian's heart tingle with desire, wishing that the boat would never reach the shore.
I captured such a vulgar story because only people without culture could find it so captivating.
Shut up, shut up.
Bainuzi used her magic to transform an old, broken-down house into a new one. Under the glow of red candles, Su Xian gently revealed Bainuzi's veils with trembling hands. Seeing the shy Bainuzi, Su Xian couldn't resist blowing out the nearby candle. Oh. Today is a bit tired. Let's stop here for now. To all our guests, there's something I need to announce. Starting tomorrow, the private rooms on the second floor of Dailiu Hotel will no longer be available for free. Only reserved seats are accepted. The private rooms themselves are not charged. Only a minimum consumption is required.
What does this
For
mean?
reservations, it
There's
means
also
that if
a
you want to
minimum
dine in one of
consumption.
the second floor private rooms, you must spend at least 5 jin, a unit of currency, worth of food and drinks. I can assure you it's enough for 10 people to eat their fill.
5 jin is so expensive. Why don't we just skip the second floor then?
Additionally, starting tomorrow, the first floor will use a queuing system. Every morning, we'll distribute numbers based on who arrives first, and then everyone can go up to the 9th floor with their number to have their meal.
This is a good idea.
Yes, we agree too.
From tomorrow, every guest entering this restaurant must have a minimum spend of.
Even if you don't go to the second floor, there's still a minimum spend of 50 taels of silver.
It's not 50
Who can
taels,
afford that?
just 60 jin of food at least.
60 jin. That price is acceptable. I usually eat 40 or 50 jin alone, so 60 jin isn't expensive.
Boss, can you give us more meat tomorrow?
I'll try my best. Miss, I'm not trying to be stingy, but it really gives me a sore throat when I talk too much.
Leave the private room for me tomorrow. Got it?
No problem.
Yes, this is a deposit.
Mr. Blind, you have a good business sense.
Thank you, madam. You want to book a private room too?
I can't afford it. It's too expensive at
How
5
about
taels of
this?
silver. Didn't you say we distribute numbers in order? Can you give me one first?
Madam Wang wants an inside deal, doesn't she? Is that okay, madam?
Shrimp Prince, since we're so close, I don't think you would refuse such a small favor. Blind Prince, then I'll leave now. Hey, the story of the romance of the White Snake is really good. Every
so
time
annoying.
it gets exciting, you stop. I can't sleep at night because
Is
of
this
that.
considered a compliment? If you can't sleep, then that's right. You all get enough sleep every day. Will you come
Then
back tomorrow?
generally Taisher gives the order. To be continued in the next episode. Today there are no audience here. If you want to hear more, come back tomorrow.
I know, but how should I address you?
My surname is Mao, and my given name is Wang.
Old
Just
Wang,
call me Old
I sat
Wang.
for a while just now and noticed there aren't many people here.
Yes, recently many people haven't been coming. They mentioned something called The Romance of the White Snake. The story is very interesting, but I asked around the surrounding buildings, and no one has heard this story.
I know that story. Gongza, what's your surname? Lao Wang. You don't need to know my surname. I'm here to discuss something with you. Let me tell you about the legendary tale of Bainaiji. There are surely many people who enjoy stories like these
do
in
you
your
want any
place.
benefits from selling it? Gongza, if you're willing to sell me the legend of Bainaiji, how much can you ask for? I've never heard this story before, so I don't know how it compares to the legend of General Li Tai.
I promise it will be more exciting than the legend of General Li Tai. How much are you asking for?
10 taels of silver. 10 taels? That's right. If you wish, please go ahead. The price isn't good enough
Then give a
compared to other
price.
places.
1 tael of silver? No way. Go on with your legend of General Li Tai then. 2
After some
taels.
discussion, Tushin goes to the bottom of the river every day to transcribe the legend of the
Send
White
to Old
Lady.
Wang ST house. 50 cents each time. 50 cents a day. And that S about 10 to 20,000 silver coins a month.
Come on, don't
That is
crowd,
not bad
don't
either.
crowd. I'm starting to place my numbers in order.
Dear
I'm in
guests,
first place.
I would like
Hurry
to
up
make
and
it
give me
clear
your
that
number.
starting from today, there will be 100 numbers per day. For all the guests who didn't manage to grab the number, you can wait at the door if you want, but you will have to wait for about half an hour. Sorry about the long wait. There is nothing I can do about it. If you think the waiting time is too long, you can go eat at another
100
restaurant.
numbers were quickly sent out, and those who managed to grab them were on cloud 9. I'm so happy. Those who didn't manage to grab it are both annoyed and frustrated. Dark case, I swear I must come home early tomorrow.
This homestead.
Young Master Zhao, this house is too big.
Big is more comfortable. Brother Zhao, how much did this house cost? 150 taels of silver.
Over 100 taels of
How about
silver.
that?
It's not expensive at
Shrimp
all.
isn't
Brother
expensive,
Shrimp burns
right?
a lot every day. Over 100 taels of silver, that still counts as nothing.
But now we don't have that much
It doesn't
money.
count.
I know you can pay the silver in installments. Pay 180 taels first,
Then the rest after New Year is fine. Okay, let's take this courtyard.
Sir, do we really have that much money?
We don't have that much right now. Didn't Brother Zhao say? We earn a lot every day. Over 100
It's just
taels of
some
silver
extra
means
money.
nothing to us.
The documents for this house are with my father. If you're sure, I'll talk to my father. Okay, it is about time. Hurry up and go to the bar to tell a story.
Your Highness the Princess, I saw the supervisor of the Imperial Dining Room. How did she come here to call him over to me? Your Highness the Princess, are you coming to this river bottom saloon?
Yes, Your Highness the Princess mentioned yesterday that there is a river bottom saloon in the city. There is a dish called hot pot, which is very fresh and delicious. Let us prepare it for you in the Imperial Dining Room for the first time, so Jean came over to take a look and learn it casually.
This hot pot is indeed not bad. Director Ma, please study it carefully and seriously. I've had it several times already. If it is the hot pot you make in the future. If the taste is not right, be careful or I'll take it. Have you figured it out?
Understood, Your Highness the Princess. This hot pot looks like it must be very delicious.
Su Xian's brother-in-law is the chief of the local law enforcement. Following the clues, he found the missing official
that's all for
silver.
today.
Oh no, we have to wait until tomorrow
Is
again.
your shopkeeper here? You're a blind shopkeeper. I'm from the palace. Today, my purpose is to learn about your hot pot recipe.
How should I address you in the palace? Do you have any proof of identity?
Did you see clearly?
Greetings, Mr. Ma. Before, I didn't know it was you visiting us. We apologize for not welcoming you properly. Please don't be upset. Is there any evidence of guilt?
How do they make this hot pot here?
Thank you for understanding. Reporting, sir. Actually, making this hot pot is very simple.
Oh, I see now, little shrimp. Your hot pot is fortunate to be favored by the saint, but it is a matter of glorious ancestors. So you must not hide your losses, or else you will be accused by the king and the saint. Even if you have 10 heads, that's still not enough to chop down. Got it?
The Lord is right. The humble citizen will not have any secrets. Despite all the precautions, in the end, he was freeloaded by the Dog Emperor. This hot pot also needs to be made.
This hot pot car is quite unique. Move one away and let the craftsman in the palace
This
create
guy
it in
can
this
save
style.
trouble and freeload off my pot.
Young masters I buy. That's just how the story of the lady is, no matter how much it seems. It is definitely
ordinary.
like this, okay? Again, Mr. 50 class has worked hard.
You're re-welcome. I'll write another episode of the story for you tomorrow. It is so early.
No problem. You're going to talk about the legendary tale of Bainang here too? That's
All
right.
Just as the manager
Remember
was
to come
leaving,
tomorrow and
2
listen.
uninvited guests arrived.
Who are these gentlemen from Theme Upper Office? My surname is Jia. I'm the owner of this restaurant. Yes, we are from the Ministry of Revenue. We came today to collect taxes before the assessment period. It's tough work for you both.
There's no
but
need
we
for
need
such
to observe
trouble.
your place.
Your restaurant needs to pay taxes. For the first 10 taels of silver,
Tomorrow we'll
get
come
it
to
ready.
collect the money. 10 taels of silver. You've already taken my hot pot without paying a penny. Now you want another 10
prepare
taels
the
in
silver.
tax.
I've told my father about it. You only need to temporarily bring out
Then
50
you can
taels. The rest of the money will be fine once you gather it later. Here you go,
In
shrimp
the next
boxes
few
ground
days,
residence.
Shen Yuhe became extremely busy. Every day after closing time at the restaurant, Shen Yuhe would lead Liang Wei and Wang Er go to clean up their new home.
No matter which era, women are equally obsessed with the business of finding a place to live in a hotel.
During this period, it has also gotten on track. Attracted by the legend of the White Lady, there are many moments every day when you come here to use the restaurant.
The restaurant at the bottom of the river has gradually become the most famous restaurant official in Bianjing City, and everyone is still waiting for you to tell
I'll be
stories.
at Yuhi soon. In a few days, I'll get you some good stuff. Try some good stuff. It S these things, eating wild grass, and you LL know when the time comes. Su Xian was trapped in the temple by that old monk Fahai, while the White Lady begged Fahai for help but toyed with her. So in a fit of anger, the White Lady cast a spell that brought the river water down the mountain to flood the entire temple.
The plot of this water-filled Jinshan temple, in the eyes of shrimp people, is considered the most exciting part of the White Lady legend. To explain this plot well, the shrimp person thought back carefully for a long time last night.
Well, that S it for today, but then it S gone.
Boss Ya, can you grow a bit longer? The story you told is like a brief run towards Bang.
Shopkeeper, Lord Ma, Shika, what wind has blown you here?
What are you talking about? Coming into the palace with me for a walk.
Ma Darren, may I ask what's the matter?
The taste of the hot pot beef and mutton you mentioned before, whether it asks your highness the crown prince or the princess, everyone thinks the taste is not as good as the pure and innocent shopkeeper in your restaurant.
This is common sense now. Did you leave a hand or not?
Mr. Ma, you wronged me. I absolutely did not hide anything.
Without common sense, it is best to mess with the shopkeeper. I've told you before, this hot pot is something I'm going to make the saint himself wants to taste. If you learned your lesson, then when the time comes and the saint is angry, then you're going to lose your mind. Now you have a chance. Go to the imperial dining room and personally cook a hot pot for the saint to eat.
If the taste is not good, I haven't studied it yet.
Your Majesty. The problem lies in the thickness of this meat. This meat cut, it is really too thick indeed. Does Lord Ma have a knife? I'll shave this lamb a bit thinner. Try it separately once, and you will naturally know that the taste is very different.
Good.
Boss Liang, you didn't tell me that the lamb needs to be cut thin before.
Sir Ma, you never asked me about this before. This old cunning and malicious man wants to blame it on me for cutting the meat too thick. When you went to the restaurant, you only inquired about how to prepare the hot pot soup. I shared everything with you.
Well done sharing everything. So, do you think this is my fault?
Sir Ma, this isn't your fault. In my opinion, this was just a misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding?
The thickness or thinness of the lamb is merely a matter of taste difference. Everyone's preferences are different. The thickness of the meat varies depending on personal preference. Additionally, many restaurants also sell hot pot, and their meat slices are relatively thick as well. Prefer this thicker type. I think there's a misunderstanding here.
What you mean is that other restaurants' hot pot meat slices are thicker.
Yes, if you don't believe me, Mr. Ma can try it at another restaurant to see if what I said is correct.
Oh, this is actually a good excuse. If Prince and Princess ask about it, I'll explain it like this, and they won't be upset with me. Yes, you're right. It was indeed a misunderstanding.
Here, take the shopkeeper out of the palace. Thank you for understanding, Mr. Ma. I'm off now.
Do people really drink the stuff from the bay? How is it like ink?
This is alkaline water.
Shrimp. A few days ago, people picked the cooling grass and washed it with water before putting it in the previously made alkaline water and started to cook over an open fire.
You are responsible for cooking here. After half an hour, call me.
Yes. Alright.
Brother Xia, time's up. Did you extinguish the fire? Keep going.
The shrimp man came to the kitchen and instructed Wang Er go and he Lao Wang to continue filtering again. After that, the shrimp man set up another pot and once the water boiled, he added the starch from earlier,
cooked it for
which was made by mowing sweet
poured
potato water into prepared bowls, one by one. Officer.
Is this the drink? If you ask me to drink that stuff, should I really drink it?
Just a bit more. Come on, Wang Yi, and you too, take these pots of herbal juice into the cold room in the backyard.
That's right. What Xiaoren needs to do is cook the herbs.
A hot pot paired with ice-cold herbal juice. Delicious. It's so comfortable. Just no milk tea powder. Otherwise, adding some would make it even better.
In recent days, besides drinking tea water or plain water, we've been doing nothing else. Xiaoren has had enough of plain water.
Our business is getting worse. On my way back, I found another tea house telling the story of the romance of the snake. It was packed with people. Most of our customers have gone there to listen to stories. Think of something quickly.
Oh.
Sir, think of something.
Why are you in such a hurry?
How can I not be anxious when our business is being taken away by that tea house?
You silly child. How could they possibly? I'm the one who tells the story about Bai Naizi. How could anyone take away our business from us?
Why?
I haven't finished telling the story yet. Even if someone else starts it, would they be able to finish it properly?
Exactly, sir. I really am so stupid.
As long as you understand, that's all that matters.
Let's go and see. We saw a huge black circle covering the sky suddenly appear in the sky. That was by 90. We must have sent it wrong.
Let me explain next time. Why is it always next time?
Yesterday when I came here, you said next time. Today, you say next time again. What's really going on with the story? And tell us.
Do you not know how to continue the story after that point? So you're just dragging it out while drinking at the bottom of the lake.
Talked about it. He didn't go back to the restaurant for a few days. You also didn't continue the story. You are imitating him. It seems like if we want to hear the latest part, we need to go down to the bottom of the lake. Here, we can't
Everyone
even hear
be
the rest.
patient. Tomorrow, I will definitely tell you the rest of the story. Young master, this rest of the story am I getting it from you? Everyone sees, they keep urging you not to rush.
I'll bring the old social media for you tomorrow. Can you slow down a bit when telling stories?
Slow down? I only know this story from you. How can I be slower? I'm already very slow every day. Young master, what I need is a complete story, not just half of it.
Alright, I understand. Look at this tea house, young
Is
master.
this the same place where they're telling the legendary tale of Bai Nyang? There's no one here either.
Are you looking to hear a story? We finished 2 today. If you want to listen, come early tomorrow. We'll have the best tea ready for you.
You are the owner of this place? I heard that your place also tells the legend of Bai Nyang. Yes, who gave you the story of this white lady legend?
The meaning of Kuguan and I is...
This story about the legend of the white lady was thought up by my family as official. Who allowed you to tell it in this tea house?
You are the blind shopkeeper of that river bottom saloon restaurant, showing respect and not hiding it from the blind shopkeeper. This is the legendary story of the white lady.
Oh, yes, it is a scholar.
Right, it is the person who just went out.
It is him. It is actually that Chu Xingcha.
We know him.
He sells you stories. Don't you know him?
Manager Xia is laughing now. Why am I asking so many questions?
Shouldn't you ask him directly? This legend of the white snake was my husband's idea. She secretly copied it and sold it to you.
Why can't I buy it? I'm just telling stories for a living. I don't care about other people's business.
But your story is my husband's idea. You're making money off his story.
Who can prove that this story is really your husband's idea?
You should just say what you mean.
Mr. Xia, from the look of things today, it seems like you want to settle accounts with me, right? Wrong again. I'm just buying stories. The person who recorded your story isn't me.
It has nothing to do with me, and it has nothing to do with you. Aren't you making money off my story now?
This is a story I bought. This story belongs to you, but it wasn't bought from you. What does this have to do with me?
Why would that not be related to me?
So it's unrelated to me?
Alright then, let's go.
Hey, sir, isn't it like this?
Forget about it. Do whatever you want. The story myself. Can't I tell it in my tea house? Of course, that's right. Xia shopkeeper, you're still too young. Actually, you should be grateful to me.
Grateful for what?
I'm being fair and just. I didn't sell the story to the owners of other tea houses. Otherwise, no one would go to your restaurant to eat. What? Do you think I'm wrong? Or do you not believe I do that?
Are you threatening me?
You can also see it that way. If you came today hoping I wouldn't continue with the legendary tale of Bai Nair, then forget about it. It's impossible. If you keep pestering me, then I'll stop telling the legendary tale of Bai Nair. Selling to other tea houses will make you lose your research. Do you dare call me little lady? Why don't I? Sir, may I ask your surname and name? You can call me Master Wang Yanxiao.
I think calling you shrimp is quite fitting.
What's a shrimp?
It's a turtle-like animal that looks very much like a tortoise. You dare insult me? Why don't I? This old shrimper, I came here just to take a look today. Using my stuff for profit is one thing, but I won't hold it against you. I didn't expect you to threaten me too. Go home with this old shrimper. Are you out of your mind?
Stop right there. Wait for me. Let's see who wins in this little contest.
This old shrimper, this ancient guy. Could it really be like what he said, selling the story of the white lady legend to other tea houses? If she really did that, what are we going to do?
You're actually worried about this thing?
Of course I'm worried. Aren't you worried?
In the story of this white lady legend, even if it weren't tea for Chu Xing secretly extracting it, others would still do the same. Also, even if that old bastard doesn't tea sell the story to other tea houses, do you think there are no other storytellers from tea houses? Run to the store to eavesdrop, then write it down, and go back to your own tea house to talk about it?
What should we do then?
Follow someone else's path, leaving them with no way out.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Is it really you, Master Jia?
Oh, it's Miss Lee.
What have you been up to these past few days, Master Xia? I went to your restaurant twice, but didn't see you. So the legendary tale of Bai Nyang still continues? I'm so curious now.
Of course I will speak. If I don't, how would Prince Juzi make money?
Ah, Prince Xia is talking about Prince Jusheng? What happened to him?
Miss Lee, aren't you and Prince Juzi good friends? You don't know about this?
What's going on? Prince Juzi secretly recorded my husband's reward of the white snake and sold it at a tea house for money.
Impossible. That's absolutely impossible.
If you think it's impossible, then it must be. Miss Lee, I have something else to do. How could that happen?
Prince Jusheng is so proud, he couldn't possibly do such a thing.
In Song Kingdom, scholars disdain doing things like this. It's almost equivalent to stealing.
No way, I need to clarify this. Great, now I'm close to saving another Tales of Silver. This damn family doesn't know what they're busy with. They don't even go to the restaurant to tell stories. It's making me lose my income. Old Wang keeps nagging me every day.
Seriously,
what good is
Jusheng, are you here or not?
Nua, what's wrong with you?
Jusheng, did you secretly copy down The Legend of the White Snake and sell it to a tea house for silver?
No way. Who would say such things about me? I'm sure it wasn't him. It can't be possible that Jusheng did this. Jusheng wouldn't do something like that. Nua, believe in me. As long as we have our differences, it's fine. It was Blind Master who said so. What did he say? Trust me. You know, that Xiao guy has always been jealous. He used to read books too, but didn't pass the exams.
No, Prince Ju. I'm a bit tired. Let me go home first. You don't need to see me off. I'll eat at my place.
You're showing me off?
Who is it? Come back tomorrow if you have something to say.
Are you the one who opened the door?
What's wrong?
Who told everyone about my legendary tale of Ma by Nong Zi?
Why not?
Why did they do that?
Can't we talk about it?
Do you understand how this tarnishes my reputation?
When you secretly recorded other stories, didn't you ever think about ruining your own reputation? Now you're falsely accusing me of ruining yours. Didn't you sell me the story of Ma by Nong Zi?
You're great.
Stop with the nonsense. When are you going to bring me a new story?
Just wait and see.
The price is too high.
If you don't act right, don't blame me for being unkind. Finally, you've arrived. We've been waiting for you for days.
Sorry everyone, I had some personal matters that kept me away from the restaurant. We apologize for the delay.
I'm just happy you understand. Hurry up and start the tale of Bai Nyangzi. I haven't slept well in days because I can't
I've gotten tired of eating hot pot these past few days.
I just want to know what happens next.
If it weren't for the stories, I wouldn't have come here at all.
Today I have prepared some new and interesting foods for everyone. I promise it won't disappoint you. This food paired with hot pot tastes amazing.
What kind of food is this? There's fresh food again. Yes, this food is called a drink. Zhao Xian said it was delicious. Are you serious, blind shopkeeper? Is this really just a drink?
Yes, this is indeed a drink. Today, the first bowl of drink is on me. If anyone wants to drink more in the future, they'll have to pay.
How much does one bowl of this drink cost?
This drink is called braised canara. Among its ingredients, the black part is the canara itself. It has many health benefits, cooling and purifying the body. This drink isn't expensive either, costing only 20 coins per bowl.
Let's continue from where we left off last time about Bai Nyangzi using her magic. Write down everything above, and may your salary be high.
What's the point of stirring these up? I'll give you $100 for your vacation before this month.
You're really serious about paying the salary, but would I still deceive you?
But you have to help me copy this content twice a day.
Jusheng thought about it last night. He wants to sell a portion of every tea house in Bianjing City. Over the past few days, names like White Lady and Little Qing Fahai can be heard in the tea houses of Bianjing City.
If something major happens, it is not good. Do you know what it is? All the tea houses in this Bianjing City are talking about the legend of the White Lady.
You've been to all the tea houses, Prince Zhao, and all the tea houses in Beijing.
Of course not, but I think it is about time, Brother Shrimp. You really need to figure something out, or else come to your restaurant. Fewer and fewer people are listening to stories.
Officials, hurry up and find a way.
Yes, Brother Shrimp, Brother Zhao, General Li Tai. How did you get these legendary tea houses? There's a story about it. I have an idea. What kind of idea? A secret that shouldn't be shared. Summer Brother. I went to the East City, and Dog Grandpa went to the West City. I visited 20 tea houses in total, while Dog Grandpa visited 23. They were all talking about the legend of White Snake. And every customer at each tea house was very warm-hearted.
You need to come up with something.
Don't worry. Have our restaurant been less busy recently?
No.
Then what's the problem? Since there are still customers, why rush? But, don't you think they're making money off our stuff?
Yes, sir. I feel the same way. The old man at the tea house has lazy and annoying behavior. It's driving me crazy.
Alright then, since it's like that, let's stop them from making money.
Sir, you have a plan? Actually, I do too. Let me hear yours first. Next time you tell stories, I'll close the door. Have Lao Wang bang the gong and drum outside so people can't hear us. That guy Chuxing will be squatting by the restaurant entrance, trying to eavesdrop. What? Sir, isn't what I said correct?
I think the boss lady's suggestion is good.
Sir, there are many handwritten copies of the Legend of By Night outside. Handwritten? Yes, some people have copied them and sold them on the street. Sir, these people are shameless. They used to sell them at tea houses.
Now they're selling handwritten copies again. Where did they sell them? Let's go see.
I asked Dog Grandpa to find out. I bet we'll get news soon.
Young Master Xia, Madam Manager, I'm back.
Could you find any information?
If I found it, I would have bought 100 copies for 50 coins. Young Master Xia, this money.
This is 1 Tales of Silver. It must be written by scholars. Without a certain level of education, no one can write in brush script like this.
Dog Lord, this pamphlet is so expensive at 50 yuan.
Yes, the boss lady's normal price is 40 coins, but this booklet is less urgent for many people to want. If you see it right away, just report the price, and buy the latest one to test it out. ISNT this just chasing updates?
No worries, buddy.
What do you mean by chasing updates?
This Chuxing must have formed a knockoff pirate alliance, right?
Young Master Xia, the boss lady is that person selling the White Lady Legend. The White Lady Legend. Easy, 40 to 60 languages, that sounds not even close.
Officer, what are you laughing at?
I know this person. He's a born bookworm.
Chuxing S Book Boy official. So let us grab this book bucket now and confront Chuxing.
For what? There is no need. I do have a solution.
What should we do?
Sir, let's buy back the books they copied. Do you have any interest in making money now?
Young Master Xia.
Of course I'm interested. Uncle Go, I have a way to ensure you make big money, but you need to bring your supplies. Wang always talks about wanting to make money and marry Xiaolan. What is young Master Xiao's plan? It's what I just said. Buy all the copies of their work.
What? Buy back the copies of their work?
Yes, but not from them directly. Uncle Wang, how much silver have you two saved up so far? I guess it's around 2 taels.
I've saved almost as much as you, Uncle Wang. Don't worry, I won't borrow money from you. I've saved about 10 taels.
Do you two believe me?
Of course we believe in Shrimp Brother. He's always been my idol.
I want to believe too. Alright, Wai Wang, I'll lend you 8 taels of silver. You and the other person each contribute 10 taels. Shop with reasonable rent.
Why are you lending me money, Shrimp Brother? I'm not good at business. I need this money for selling stinky tofu and getting Xiaolan.
Young Master Xia, what if your top sells poorly? Don't you trust me?
Just follow my advice. If it loses money, consider yourself unlucky. Young Master Xia,
helping out at the restaurant is fine. The pay is high. I don't have to handle business stuff, since I can't do it anyway. Sir Go, are you sure?
Don't blame me if I didn't give you a chance later on.
Young Master Xia, I'll just immediately make a sacrifice. It's good for you to come here.
Want to give it a try? Maybe you could make a fortune and marry Xiaolan right away. Oh.
Brother Shrimp, what kind of business are you in?
I'm starting a very profitable business, opening a book lending shop.
A book lending shop?
Chuxing, these people aren't copying the legendary tale, The Romance of the Yellow Snake. You open a store and find those who have bought books before, buy back their used ones at a low price.
And then?
Then sell the bought back books as individual volumes. Rent them out for a few cents a day to let those who want to read but can't afford the books take these home and read.
This is indeed a good idea, sir. In this way, people don't need to buy books to read.
Brother Xia, what if those who buy the books refuse to sell?
Why would they refuse to sell? Books are basically idle after being read 1 or 2 times. If someone is willing to buy them back at a certain price, do you think they will sell?
They definitely will sell.
What if they borrow it and never return it? Wouldn't that mean we lose money?
Yes, very simple. When someone borrows a book, ask them to pay a deposit. Record their name, wait until they finish reading, and return the book. Then give them back their deposit. If he doesn't return the book, consider it a deposit to buy the book. You won't lose anything.
There's actually such an effective way.
Brother Xia, can I really make money from this business?
I want to marry Xiaolan and be with her. I guarantee you'll make money.
Yes, rest assured. If the official says it will make money, then it definitely will. Official, but if Lai Wang opens a lending bookstore, won't Chuxing and the others stop copying?
Would their copying still have any significance after that? After the lending bookstore opens, there might only be 2 or 3 people buying books. You mean they would work hard to copy them and not even earn money?
But by then, they wouldn't be copying anymore. Brother Xia, your White Snake legendary story isn't finished yet. Who will continue copying without anyone else doing so?
Lai Wang, you asked a good question. When the time comes, you can raise the price of the double copies. For example, with a complete collection book, if you pay 50 coins to collect it, naturally, there will be scholars who copy it and sell it to you.
I'll go find the shop right away. By the way, Shrimp Brother, are you going to lend me some silver?
Of course, I originally planned to borrow money for the bookstore. You two are running it together. Since Dogmaster doesn't want to do it, I'll lend you the money to start your own business.
I've changed my mind. I think working with Lai Wang on this bookstore is better. My purpose isn't just to make money, but also, well, I just want to help you teach that scoundrel a lesson. Shabuer, please don't stop me from doing this. I'm determined to proceed with it. I'll go with Lai Wang right now.
This guy really has no shame. Master Gao, didn't you just say that this business is not something you would do?
Sir Xiao was just saying. I haven't thought it through yet. After all, Sir Xiao's matters are my matters too.
Let's forget about it then.
Master Dog, I've already talked to Lai Wang. Please give me a chance, okay? It was my fault earlier. I really wanted to help Sir Xiao with something.
Brother Shrimp, let Master Dog and me work together on this.
Oh, are you sure? Yes, Brother Blind. I'm sure. All right, since you're willing, the two of you can go ahead and do it together.
Thank you, Sir Xiao. You don't need to thank Lai Wang. Thank you, Lai Wang. Dou Yi, what do you think of the shop? Let's go inside and take a look.
The two followed the shrimp man's directions to find a shop in the street. The prices are very cheap, only 3 taels per year for a collection of stories about Bainuzi. One side has 20 chapters, each costing 10 coppers.
The first 15 volumes cost 10 coppers each, and the last 5 volumes cost 20 coppers each. What? Sir, why are those prices just being fed by bookworms at home? That's the price. Why not sell them to me for a cheaper price? You can make some profit, then buy new books to read, right? Wait a moment. I'll go home to get the books now. There are limited copies of thick Bainuzi stories. Let's collect a few more before we stop.
Why do we need so many of the same storybooks? What are we going to do with them?
This was a line that Wang Ergo told him to say. They were performing a double act together. But he's too honest and not as convincing as Wang Ergo, who was more cunning. When he acts, it seems a bit nervous.
You're right. Let's just take care of the books from the previous customer and then leave.
I have some at home too. Do you still want mine? If you do, I'll go get them now. Forget it.
All these storybooks have the same content. We won't use them even if we had them all.
My brother asked me to help him collect a set of Legend of White Snake. We need another one.
I'm heading back to get the books. You wait for me here.
I also have some at home. Whoever brings theirs first gets my book. Anyone who wants to sell their book should hurry up and bring it over.
Just now?
That's wild.
Very good.
After you spoke, everyone got anxious.
Good.
Dou Yi, your way is better. It's Xia Gozi's way that's good. Just like this
in the morning, Wang Ergo and I exchanged hundreds of stories. What do you mean by little book?
Do you want to buy The Romance of the White Snake? I have the latest edition for just 50 yuan. That's too expensive. For 20 cents, I'll give you 20 coins. Are you dreaming? You'll know if it's real or not later on. Let's go. We sold out the latest edition of The Romance of the White Snake at just 50 coins per car.
Good deal.
What happened here? Why aren't people buying books anymore?
Those two scary guys are storytelling. What are they trying to do?
I don't know, sir. In the future, everyone can read The Romance of the White Snake from home.
What does the blind shopkeeper mean?
Where can you see a guy named Blind Brother borrowing books from his bookstore on the street to borrow stories like The Legend of Bainuzi? Books are only 3 coins per day at that bookstore. You can borrow and read them there.
It's only 3 coins per day, so cheap. Can I take it home and sell it for profit?
Of course, just return the book the next day. Everyone, this bookstore opens every afternoon after closing time at the wine house. For details on how to borrow and return, please ask our manager Wang.
We'll discuss specifics when we meet in the bookstore later. Please come in.
Once you borrow from the bookstore, no one will buy the books anymore. Master Chu, please come in. Did you think of opening this bookstore?
Yes, Master Chu, do you think opening this bookstore is good?
Good for you, you traitor.
Young Master Chu, you can continue to copy The Legend of the White Lady.
What?
Do you still need books in the bookstore? As long as you want, you can still sell them over the limit.
Do you mean that I copy it and then sell it to some bookstores?
That's right. Knowing the quality won't require too much. But rest assured, I will give you a reasonable price. After all, you guys also need silver for studying.
I'll think about it.
Don't squeeze. Line up and take out the next time. Wang Ergo, why did you come so far as to tell everyone the method of betting money to get books? In the short time it took to bet money they heard the book, they understood. Hundreds of storybooks were all borrowed away.
Lai Wang, do you know how much silver we can earn by tomorrow?
How much silver? How many dogs do you have? What you just said is true.
Of course it's true. Don't worry, I've calculated it 3 times, and it's definitely correct. Young Master Xia is really impressive. He can make us make a fortune with just any idea.
Young Master Xia seems to be Chusheng. What is he here for?
Let us go out and take a look.
Young Master Xia, I've thought of a book for you to copy from the bookstore in the future. This is the latest volume I just copied out. White Lady Legend. Please take a look.
Young Master Chu, were you also this obscure and hard to understand when you were copying before?
This is how books are written, concise, and to the point, expressing meaning with very little text.
Yes, I know, but you have to write in the way I say it, although it is more literal. But can everyone understand it?
Isn't that too vulgar?
What is vulgar? What is elegant? Do you understand? Great vulgarity is great elegance. The people who copied books with you before, do they also want to earn some silver?
Young Master Xia, are you talking about one Shotsai and the others?
I thought of a way for you guys to make money. Do you want to hear about it?
Young Master, are you serious?
Of course. Can you draw?
I have some experience in drawing.
Why is it so impressive to be able to draw well? Now, let me see a picture of your wife.
No problem. It took him an hour and a half to finish the painting.
The speed was too slow, Xia Prince. My speed is already fast enough.
Shrimp Person explained the style of later-day comic book illustrations to Chuxing, and then discussed the collaboration Chuxing and his reading friend will be responsible for drawing the comics, while Shrimp Person will handle acquisition. And for every book lent out, there will be a 5 copper dividend.
Thank you, thank you. Let us all earn money together. Then let us discuss it next. This is the character from the legendary story of the White Lady, right?
Autumn passes and winter comes. The end of the year is approaching, and there are many people who go to the bottom of the river to eat every day. Business at the bookstore is also booming.
Rain and still not asleep. It seems like this silly girl has been waiting for herself all along.
Why did you just come back, sir? Is it cold outside?
It is cold, but when I think of you, my heart feels warm and not cold at all.
Official, you shouldn't fight the rain anymore. It is getting late, you should rest early.
Yes, let us rest early, my lady, let us rest.
It's strange. Why haven't the boss and Shrimp gotten up yet? Why are you asking so many questions? Can you even ask about this kind of thing? Dog Master, what can I ask a little kid like you if he understands anything?
But is the restaurant not reopening today? The official said there will be 3 days off for New Year. Dog Master coming to Wang. This is your month's salary before the New Year. You've worked hard all year long. The official said today is New Year's Day. Plus you too have been working hard every day. The extra money counts as New Year bonus.
Thank you, bosses. Thank you, boss. By the way, bosses, does the bookstore stay open these few days?
The official doesn't care about that. We understand. We'll take our holiday time.
Lang, here's my plan. What are you looking at? Why are you staring around randomly?
Boss's wife is also. I didn't peek at the boss's wife. I just think something seems different about her today. Oh, what do you mean? What's different? Why don't I notice it? Her hairstyle looks strange today. It seems like she has tied up her hair. She never did that before, right? Tied up, oh? So that's why. Then my doggy, when you get married to your beloved one, you'll understand. Lai Wang, have you saved a lot of silver this year? Are you ready to propose now? Not yet.
Is Mr. Xia home?
Oh, it's Prince Chu. My son returned very late yesterday, and is still resting now. Do you have any urgent matters?
The album I painted for Mr. Xia is finished. Jingaloo came over to show it to the blind boss.
Oh, so quickly? Bring it here, and let me take a look. Young Master Chu, this album needs to be placed in the bookshelf. Let me see what's wrong with it. Everyone, please have a look as well.
This is Bai Nair and Wang Jiazhu. What do you think?
Yes,
is she
is beautiful. Young Master Chu, why does Bai Nair look so similar to Mrs. Wang?
Wang Jiazhu has good eyesight. This image of Bai Nair was modeled after Mrs. Wang, but slightly modified. Mr. Xia suggested adding a dog.
You know, this is exactly how Bai Nair should look. Old dog, look at this little green elephant. Doesn't it look like the boss's wife?
Little Green was painted based on Mrs. Blindman's appearance. Mr. Wang, turn to the back. There is also a turtle leader modeled after you.
Haha, old dog found it. Here, you really do look alike.
Interesting, indeed very similar.
Who are Wang? It took half an instant to thoroughly read through the small book from start to finish.
Young Master Chu, that's too few.
Mr. Wang, we need to borrow more than just one volume. If we borrow another volume, won't we make more silver?
Indeed, these people who write down numbers have their own way of thinking.
I think this art book is really beautiful. I don't know many characters, but with these illustrations and some narration, I can actually understand it.
It's great! Now I see why Boss Xia asked Prince Chu to create such an art book. The previous storybooks were only understandable by people who could read. People like us who don't know many characters couldn't even understand them. With this kind of art book, we can also understand it.
That's right. Boss Xia, early on, yes, good point. That's how it is. How many times a day do you guys get to draw?
So we can probably draw about 30 books a day.
That speed is a bit slow. But over time, once we're familiar with the process, we should be able to work faster. First, let's focus on drawing the main character's images. This way, the speed will improve significantly. Focus on all the stories of Bai Nai Zi. First draw it completely, then meticulously copy later. This way, the speed will improve quickly.
Mr. Xia is right. I'll go back and tell Wang Xiaocai to follow this method.
Xia Bear, why aren't you going out to play this year? What are you discussing? Huh? Lai Wang, what's in your hand? Let me take a look. Is this The Legend of White Snake? Great, there's even an art book to read.
Can you stop being so surprised here?
Wow, this white snake is really pretty. But why does she seem familiar to me? This idea must have come from you, Xia Bear. What's this called?
It's called a comic book.
A comic book, great name. Who drew these comics for Xia Bear?
It's not Chuxing who painted it.
Xiao Sheng and Xiao Gongzi were painted by me. If you did it, that would be great. How about I get painted in?
Xiao brother, there isn't a suitable character for you right now.
What? Why not me? Look at this young lady, clearly looks like you and Rui. And this Bai Yang, White Snake, if I'm not mistaken, she should be the Empress of Pearl and Color. This Bai Ghost is her too, right? Why don't they give me a role?
Well, maybe you two can discuss it. I can't decide on my own. Let's go back to our room. What's wrong with him? He's fine. We're married after all. Anyway, he's not okay.
Someone might hear us. Oh dear, you're so annoying.
Suguo Lai Wang, is it true that we'll have New Year's Eve dinner together tonight?
Thank you, Prince Ya.
Xiaoga, can I get some stinky tofu for the New Year's Eve dinner? I really want to eat it. Okay, you'll get enough later.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! For fortunes and love! Happy New Year! Wait, catch the dishes!
It's the Spring Festival. Everyone has worked hard all year round. This toast is my way of thanking everyone.
Dumplings.
Mr. Xia, thank you for your support. I'm raising a
So much
toast to you.
delicious food here. I need to eat everything, especially the stinky tofu.
Don't choke.
Eat slowly.
Sir, let's go for a walk. It's New Year today, and the streets are lively.
Today is New Year's Day in Bianjing. The streets are much busier than usual, with people out to play.
Why are you laughing? Are you mocking me again?
Do I look funny? I think you're quite cute.
Really? Of course. What's so special about me? I just find Kai Shui fun. Sir, how about we visit Donghu Lake instead? We don't know if it's frozen over yet. If it is, that would be even more interesting.
Let us go take a look.
East Lake is one of the few attractions in Bianjing City. As for those pavilions and such, in the eyes of people of this era, it doesn't really count
In
as a
those
tourist
days,
attraction.
I was like a naive child or a god, only the officials who met in exhaustion. Have you heard them talk about the White Lady?
I heard it.
Since the shrimp people changed the West Lake to East Lake, it has fermented with the legend of the White Lady. East Lake is now in the eyes of Bianjing people. It has turned into a place full of legendary charm.
Rain and Shrimp Prince, Mrs. Wang is good, Mrs. Wang.
Why did you come here too?
Isn't it New Year's? I'm feeling confined at home. Let's go out and see where we can go.
Hurry up,
I thought of
push me
Donghu Lake.
hard.
Hee, Prince Xiao is still as interesting as ever.
Brother Zhao, hey, why are you here too? Are you also coming to ice skate?
Skating on the ice like this is not fun. It would be more interesting if we took an ice carriage. But horses can't pull carriages on
like
ice.
a horse carriage.
They'd fall over. Ice carriages are specifically made for skating.
Fish and shrimp, do you want to play? Sure, let's find a place to make an ice carriage.
The shrimp led everyone to the blacksmith shop, where they had previously ordered a hot pot. They told the
This is
blacksmith their
simple.
requirements.
Isn't this just like an uncompressed knife print? We need some curves, right?
Exactly. How long will it take? At most 1 hour. That's fine.
After coming out of
We'll
the
come back
blacksmith
later
S
to
shop,
pick it up.
a group of people came to the carpenter S shop again. But in this day and
Although they
age,
could make an
the
ice
level of
cart with
welding
iron.
technology is relatively backward. Let S so just the
find
shrimp
a couple
people think to
things.
make a few simple ice carts. But it S just a small wooden stool with a piece of wood stuck
Shrimp
underneath
Bear,
it.
is this the ice car? How do you use it? I still have to go to
With
the
the wooden
blacksmith
strips
shop.
below and the ice cart blade I just had the blacksmith craft, we can ice skate on the lake.
Wonderful. That is why the horse S surface slips on the ice, because the soles on the horse S hooves are made of iron. And iron, this kind of thing, is very slippery on the ice surface. The blind young master S ideas are indeed different from ordinary people. He always finds another way to think of places that everyone
It
can
seems that the
think
previous
of.
time the official passed out was really a great thing. The previous official was just a bookworm. I can think of anything. Ever since I woke up from that coma, the official has been like a different person.
Dear guests, would you like to take a look and see if this is the case?
After arriving at the blacksmith S shop, the things that the shrimp person wanted were already prepared, and then the blacksmith followed the shrimp person S requirements. But they haven't even worn out completely. The iron bar of the blade is embedded in the wooden bar under the wooden bench.
Not bad, that's exactly it.
After paying the silver, a few people took the simple ice cart and came to the site of East Lake.
Officer, how do you play this ice car?
Sit a bit further forward.
Officer, what are you going to do?
Did I take you ice skating? Do you think we should do it this way?
I didn't know it was used like this. Ha ha ha, fun, interesting.
In no time, it's already evening again. The snow is falling heavily once more, and it continues for 5 days and nights. The capital of Vienne has experienced a rare snowstorm. Many houses have been crushed by the accumulation of snow. Everything is covered in white snow. The roads are buried under the snow. You can feel your knees when you step on them.
No.
Go you Wang, you two worked hard. Brother Xia, that's what we should do.
Yes, young Master Xia, since our restaurant opened today, let's go to the market first.
If there are people selling vegetables at the market, we can start operating.
Young Master Xia, I'll go to the market with Lai Wang. You and the boss's wife should head to the restaurant first.
We saw ruined houses due to high blood pressure and people hunched over for warmth by their fires.
Sir, it's unlikely anyone will come out to eat in this weather.
We need to stay open for business. If we close because no one is coming, we won't have customers after a while.
Boss, can you help us? Give us some food for our family.
All right,
even leftovers or porridge would be greatly appreciated.
No. Let me handle this. Okay, I'll get fish to boil water for you. Please come inside. It's too cold outside. Please rest here. I'm preparing food for you.
Thank you so much for your kindness, bosses. We will never forget
so
this.
You keep going back and forth. You two come over here and mess things up. What are those people outside for?
It doesn't look like a guest coming to eat. It's like they fled from the wilderness.
You two stop talking nonsense. Go chop some meat quickly and cook them some congee to drink.
Xia, actually plain porridge is enough. These people don't have any money.
I know, no need for nonsense. Just let you simmer the meat porridge.
Young Master Xia, if you have something to say,
why are you being so hesitant?
Young Master Xia, this border area is surrounded by 10 miles and 8 villages. The number of people who have escaped is not 5,000 or 6,000 people now. If you give them meat porridge until the afternoon, it is very likely that thousands of people are surrounding our restaurant at the entrance. Indeed, our restaurant is making money, but no matter how big the fake business is.
I know that, but it's freezing outside now. If we only have rice
they
porridge,
might not be able to last long. Xiao Gongzi can endure those who are scary and tough in life.
What kind of talk is this? What do you mean by scary and tough?
Xiao Gongzi, what we really mean when saying we look down on them is actually like this. With just your strength alone, there's no way you can help these disaster victims. The government won't sit back and watch.
I understand. Let's start making the soup first. Cut it into small pieces with some fat and flavor. In weather like this, without any fat or flavor in their stomachs, they'll probably freeze to death at night.
Just a few hours later, the restaurant has been crowded with disaster victims who are all frostbitten and dragging their families along. I remember a phrase, a grain of dust from history falls onto one person. That might turn into a huge mountain that would crush him.
Sir, I have something to discuss with you.
Yes, go ahead.
I want to hire some people to help at the restaurant. Do you think it's okay?
Of course, you handle this yourself.
Sir, no way. You are the head of the household. I can't do anything without your approval.
How about 5 or 6 people?
Is there really a need for so many?
The business is too busy. Having more staff means everyone won't be as tired to open chain stores. The number of employees will only increase in the future.
Officer, what is a chain?
You LL know later. Let us recruit people first.
Alright, official. I'll arrange for Dog Lord to find a few people to work with right now.
Are you, this brat, missing little Lon again? Are you planning to bring it up?
I think after a while, his family has always looked down on me. Thought I had no future, but now I'm better off. After following Brother Shrimp, I've also earned some silver, not at all inferior to those scholars. Let us see if their family will still underestimate me.
Come on, Wang. Work hard. When you get married that day, Dog Lord, I'll give you a big gift.
Master Dog, the boss lady said she wants to find someone to work with. How about I introduce little Lon over here?
Come on, I forgot. Didn't he expect you to get smarter? This treasure
is on me.
In the
following days, Wang Ergo, according to the requirements of his subordinates, recruited 6 young and beautiful young girls to work at the river bottom. The same as that of a certain employee in later generations, and under the arrangement of subordinates, became the store manager transformed into a different person, and our blind shopkeeper, with the daily task of wandering around in the city of hotels for sale, planning a branch store.
Brother Zhao? Little Renshu has started its release, and there is not a single one left in book by others. Next time, leave a set for me to see first, okay? Bro, no. What you redoing ISNT quite right.
Brother Zhao, do you want to earn some silver?
What does wait mean?
My meaning is very simple. Do you want to make money? Do you want to get rich?
Don't want to. Why am I not short of money? Why do we need to make money? My father's salary is enough for our family expenses.
Alright, it seems that relying on the parents isn't just a modern phenomenon. It has existed in every era. But someone like Xiao Xiaofeng, who shamelessly relies on his parents, is somewhat understandable. After all, he was born into a good family.
Young Master Su, Young Master Zhao, Mrs. Wang.
Hello, Mrs. Wang. Last time you helped me with my writing, I haven't thanked you yet. Let's go eat at the River Bottom restaurant together. I ask you not to take the silver.
Alright then, let's do it today.
How about it, Bai Nuzi? Are you really Bai Nuzi?
Get out of here. This is my wife. You must be Bai Fu from the Five Ghosts.
You're Bai Fu by her side.
Another lunatic.
You leave now, or I'll call the police and have you arrested. Bai Newsy, are you really Bai Newsy?
Wrong person. Xiao Gongzi, haven't you finished your work yet?
Yes, I need to walk around a bit more.
Alright, I'll wait for you at the tavern.
White lady, wait for me. Use a spell to see what I did in my past life.
That's right. She really does look like the white lady drawn by the villain.
Could she be the white lady?
Janine? Who knows? He might be a snake demon. Such a beautiful snake demon would exhaust me, and I'd be willing to let it go.
Do you think you're racist, Yan? Young master, please respect yourself. If you come after us again, then we will have to report you to the authorities.
It must have something to do with this matter.
Brother Jia is really strange. Why didn't anyone recognize me?
What do you mean? How did you recognize that white lady of yours?
I'm also in the legendary little book. Why can they only recognize Mrs. Wang but not me?
You need to find Xuxing. He probably didn't draw you well enough for people not to recognize you. It makes sense.
I need to go settle the score with that guy.
Wait a minute, we still need to check other places. Help me look for any restaurants up for sale.
There's a restaurant called Shrimp Bear being sold. I know of a restaurant where the owner is old and plans to retire back home. His restaurant is currently for sale.
Brother Zhao, where is this restaurant?
It's next to Donghu Lake. Follow me, this is Jiyu Lu.
Let's go inside and meet the manager. I heard your restaurant is for sale, right?
Oh dear sir, you have such good information. Yes, it's true. I'm getting old and plan to retire back to my hometown, so I decided to sell the restaurant.
How much are you planning to sell it for?
Sir, my restaurant is located in a prime spot right by Donghu Lake. Business is booming, so I plan to sell it for 500 taels of silver.
500 taels? That seems a bit high. Although the restaurant is good, it's also a bit outdated and needs renovation. At most, I can offer 250
Sir, that
taels.
price sounds unreasonable. How about 400 taels then?
400 taels is still too high. How about 300 taels for me? In addition to that, I'll give you another 50 taels as extra capital for your trip back home.
You're really good at business, sir. Fine, let's agree on 300 taels, plus the extra 50 taels for travel expenses. The Drunken Moon building will be yours.
Alright then, let's settle this. We'll come over tomorrow to sign the contract.
Sir.
Hello everyone, Mrs. Wang.
Xiao Gongzi, what happened with Bai Naizi? Why have people been calling me Bai Naizi every time I leave home these past few days?
I guess they think you look and act like Bai Naizi.
Don't pretend to be he. You already told me that earlier.
Mrs. Wang, since you know everything now, why are you still asking me? Actually, all of this is thanks to Chu Shen. It has nothing to do with me at all.
I don't believe it. This idea must have been yours, right?
That's not true. Madam Wang, it's because you're too pretty. That's why Chu Xing uses you as a character for Bai Naiji.
How do we deal with being occasionally mistaken for someone else? I don't even dare to leave the house anymore, sir.
This morning when I went to the market to buy groceries, a bunch of people were surrounding me calling me Xiao Qing. If it weren't for Lao Wang stopping them, I wouldn't have made it back.
Alright then, Mrs. Wang, in a few days, I'll give you a gift as compensation. You'll be very satisfied.
Blind master, that's what you said.
Yes, after preparing the gift, I'll let Dog Grandpa notify Mr. Su. Here are 350 taels of silver. Please count them.
Correct, 350 taels. Then let's settle this matter here. Congratulations to shopkeeper Xia. Now this
Mr.
restaurant
Su,
is yours.
are you planning on returning home?
Yes, my age has caught up with me, and I can no longer handle
Shopkeeper
all the
Jia,
responsibilities.
take care. What will you give Mrs. Wang as compensation? With the boss here, I want to have a set of clothes made. Can it be considered as part of my salary?
This outfit is very nice. Yes, we can do that, but it will take 3 days.
How much would that cost? Is 2 taels okay? Please deliver it after it's done to the River Bottom Tavern. Here are 2 taels as a deposit.
Oh, it's Boss Ya. Then I'll personally deliver them in 3 days. That's
Boss
quite
Ya,
troublesome.
I estimate that the renovation ceremony should be completed within about a month. Let's first decide on the opening date. You can discuss this.
Also, I noticed our wine cellar isn't fully stockpiled yet. We need to get the wine so that
ready.
When customers come, they won't find any wine at all.
I'm not sure if you plan to buy wine directly from the wine house or go to Sue's Institute in District 9.
I haven't thought about this yet, but first, tell me about the market situation here.
In the Song Dynasty, the policy of having 9 patents was implemented, and alcohol was specifically sold as the private sale of folk brews. Alcohol is exclusively sold by the imperial court, enjoying its own benefits.
What a rip-off!
At most,
This
the
thing
common
has
people
literally
can just
trapped
have a
his
taste of
grandmother
it.
in the game. No way, if we did the same thing, then what's the point of making money?
So what are you planning to do?
If you brew it yourself, that's bullshit.
If you can get it from Boss Ya, you definitely
can
is now strictly investigating the taker of the 4-character queen. If caught, that would mean going to jail, huh? If you had been sentenced to the death penalty earlier,
In
you
this
definitely
world,
wouldn't
there is
have done
nothing
that.
that can be done. Dog Lord, remember from me that there is a kind of person whose words are a special skill. If you can believe it, then you a politician, those officials, and even the emperor, Boss Ya. These words should not be said by others. I know that, whatever politicians say. You first need to see if it is related to your own interests. If not, just treat it all as bullshit.
Brother Shrimp, Brother Blind, come in. Dog Yen, you re here too.
What?
Is that how it is? I just found out that Lai Wang hid in the kitchen to steal alcohol to drink, and I can control him.
Oh, what Xiaolan said is true. You kid, if you want to drink, just tell me. Do you need to go steal it?
Brother Shrimp, you don't know that he even poured water into the wine pot.
Back and forth, why are you pouring water into the wine jug? I'm doing this because I'm afraid you'll find out. Shrimp brother, I know I was wrong. You've gotten smarter. This time it's okay, but don't do it again next time. A whole pot of wine wasted by you.
From now on, no more drinking. Got that?
Got it. I understand. Alright, you guys can leave now. Alright, Lai Wang, tomorrow you'll help Uncle Tian with the renovation at the branch. Oh, I get it. Xiaolan, stop laughing. Once I finish my current task, I'll test your skills in running a shop and managing people. When the branch opens, you'll be the store manager.
Okay, I'll work harder to learn from old dog.
Alright then, that's all for now. You guys go
Pouring
ahead and
water
leave.
into the wine bottle to hide it? If someone drinks and notices the alcoholized, won't that give us away?
Only he would think of adding water to the wine to make it less strong.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Low alcohol wine in the area gets dilute when you add water. I get it now. I know what to do.
What should we do?
Sir, prepare some things for me tomorrow. What kind of things? The official rules are so absurd. Go to hell.
Strange, sir. Why hasn't Dog Grandpa come up yet?
He came early this morning. Dog Grandpa has
This
a lot on his
morning,
plate
I
today.
heard from Dog Grandpa that the official plans to personally brew the wine himself.
Now there are only a few 100 pounds of wine left in the shop. When the new branch opens, this amount definitely
Since
won't
we're
be
making
enough.
wine, why did you ask Old Dog to buy more?
The fewer people who know about this secret, the better.
Alright, sir. Oh right. I heard you chose 20 refugees to work as bartenders at the bottom of the river.
Isn't it too fast for Old Dog to report back like that? Yes, madam. Do you think something is wrong with this plan?
No, I think it's good. Those refugees are very pitiful. Unfortunately, we can help them only so much. By the way, bringing in such a large number of people all at once, will this room be big enough?
Oh, yes, Old Dog and I have already discussed this.
Now let me tell you how we plan to accommodate them.
So it seems that even after all that, the rooms might still not be sufficient.
I really have no choice. The rent in Bianjing is so expensive now that we can't afford to rent a place. We'll just let them make do with what they have.
That's the only way it is.
Brother Shrimp, what kind of wine is this? I haven't thought of a name yet, but since it's a new type of wine, it should have a catchy name. How about Worlds Only? Let me taste it. Can I drink it? Of course, you can drink it.
Come on, come on.
Alright, Brother Shrimp, this wine is delicious.
Is Mr. Xia here? He can custom-made clothes for us. Alright, Mr. Xia, these are the clothes you ordered.
Very good.
Please
Here's
take a look.
2 tails of silver.
Xiao Zhang Guai.
Thank
if there's
you.
nothing else, I'll leave now.
Alright, take your time. Wang, go to the Lady Wang's residence and inform her that my gift for her has arrived. Okay, Shrimp Brother, I'm heading over right away.
Young Master Yuha. Hey, since we last met, you've become even more beautiful. Must be some kind of elixir?
Yuha, don't talk nonsense. The Lady Wang is like a phoenix, still looking as pretty in another 70 or 80 years.
Don't say such things. What's this outfit for? It's a gift from the husband to apologize to the Lady Wang.
Yuha, help the Lady Wang change into it and see if it fits well. Good husband.
Young Master Xia, do you think it looks good?
Yes, it's perfect. Madam Wang, in a while, the Haidilao branch will open, cutting the ribbons and cutting
The
the
shrimp
ribbons.
person immediately explained the content of the ribbon heading to Mrs.
Did you come
Wang.
up with this?
Mrs. Wang, are you coming that day? Oh, and my share of the sweat. You big stars aren't coming. What the hell am I supposed to do? Of course, how could this ribbon-cutting ceremony be any less? By the way, I've forgotten to give you something else, you beautiful and wise lady.
What is this membership card?
ISNT written above?
I know.
You know, why are you asking?
I was wondering what this bronze membership card is for.
This membership card is very useful. First of all, only the card holder has the right to eat dishes made by the chef himself. Whenever I come up with a new dish, the card holder tries it out. It is free, but if you still want to eat it, then you have to pay. The most important thing in the end is, this Supreme membership card of yours is unique. I've only prepared one for those who have the card. Not only can you enjoy the 2 benefits I mentioned earlier, but our store offers you permanent free access. Listen carefully, it is permanently free. Of course it is limited to you alone.
Why is it permanently free?
Mrs. Wang caused you quite a bit of trouble a few days ago. This is also compensation for you. You'll have to call more friends to come to the river bottom for dinner in the future.
I knew you weren't that generous. By the way, I heard from what you said earlier, there seems to be another type of membership card.
Besides that, we offer regular and gold memberships. That must be expensive, right? It's not expensive at all. Not a penny
What
is
do you mean
charged.
by not a penny?
Yes, but if you want a regular membership, you need to deposit 30 cans into your account first. As for the gold membership, it requires 60 cans, which are yours. They just get temporarily stored in our river bottom. You can use this card to pay for meals directly in the future. And customers who hold this card come to eat here be some discounts. Absolutely worth every penny.
Just put it on
Thank
the
you.
table. What else are you planning to do with it? Is this meant for cutting
This
the
has
ribbons?
nothing to do with cutting ribbons. Xiaolan, prepare the 4 treasure days of study. I still have to trouble Mrs. Wang to bring a pen. What are you planning to write? Just go up and write a few pairs. This is the first one. Just write it with a lotus flower box on top of the painting. Did you come up with this idea?
The pronunciation
How
of the
could I possibly
Shangyan
come
is
up
the
with a
same
copy
whether
of
you
it?
read it down or down the path. It is really difficult to correct.
I'm not quite sure who this was done by, but it is said to be a talented person surnamed Tang. Anyway, I'm the one who goes to the thatched cottage. Seeing someone engrave this link on the door panel, I borrowed it to use. With this second link, I wrote lonely cold window, empty and lonely. What are you up to, Mrs. Wang? Sorry, but my face isn't talking about you anymore. I'm thinking one thing at a time, and it doesn't matter if I keep thinking the other way. Smoke Lock Pond Willow.
Where did you hear all these 3 in a row?
Didn't I say so? It was copied from the public toilet in my
You're
hometown.
welcome. Madam Wang, have you thought of the second line?
Wait a moment. Madam Wang, I know you are talented, but I still need to make a living with these 3 lines. Can you give me some advice, or leave me away to Chuck's the alien again? Even if he does, put it in your stomach first, and save it for at least 10 years before taking it out.
At least 10 years? You clearly know that I can't think of an answer, so
Trying
you're
to
just
annoy
saying
me,
this to
huh?
annoy me.
Do you really not know how to respond? That's great news. It saved me from worrying unnecessarily. These 3 lines are our shop's treasure. Even if we come up with the second line, don't tell anyone else. Just let me
Don't
keep it as
worry,
my
I
own
won't
little
be able
secret.
to come up with one
Could it be
either.
that
That you also want to use this triple combo to attract customers
People
to
with
pick
high
up?
taste like us, how could we be so superficial? To be honest with you, these trio are actually just an introduction. They have 3 hidden delicacies behind them that are truly extraordinary. That's the key point. The 3 supreme dishes are pretty good. These 3 supreme dishes. It was created by our family's ancestors, and it has been lost for many years. Recently, it has also been raining. Why are you cleaning the room? Discovered the recipes for these 3 delicious dishes.
What kind of recipes does the official have? I see that you came up with all 3 of these delicacies yourself, right? What does it have to do with those 3 exclusive dishes of yours?
Behind every dish, there is a hidden dish name. If someone can match one of the dishes, the name of the dish will be made public. Of course, if you want to eat it, then you have to spend money.
Could it be that only those who are connected can see meme sai?
Not bad. We run a restaurant, not a charity. Of course, we have to pay for meals. Is there anything
I'm sure
wrong
the
with
price
that?
isn't cheap either.
We naturally see when the time comes.
Mrs. Wang, you would better not ask again. If you keep asking, she won't say anything.
It has still rained on me.
After a period of renovation, it finally welcomed the opening of the Hedaleo Donghu branch.
Brother Shrimp, the boss lady is looking for you. Mom.
I've told you so many times not to be so rampant in the kitchen. I know now. You guys hurry up and do it for me.
I'm going to rescue the officials. You worked hard today.
It's not a big deal to work hard for your own business. I'm afraid we'll have to stay in the kitchen all day today because of the rain. You and old dog will handle everything else.
Alright, sir. I'll call you when it's time for the unveiling ceremony.
The unveiling ceremony is just a gimmick. No need to be so nervous. Okay, Yuha, I'm going back to the kitchen.
Congratulations.
Yuha, Xiaolan, pour some tea for Mrs. Wang.
By the way, Yuha, do you know? People are talking about a branch store opening at the bottom of the river, with the unveiling ceremony and a double
Everyone has heard
ceremonial
that
only
pot.
one in the world is legendary. Who could possibly be spreading this news?
Who else but?
I knew it was him. That's one thing, but why is she saying that about Bai Naizi, and should also come to the opening ceremony as guests of honor? Sis Wang, you're so annoying. Long time no see, Jiao Gongzi. Are you here for the opening ceremony too? Yes, originally I didn't want to
Xiaoxiong
come.
gave me a golden membership card, so I had to participate.
Come here.
It's already past noon at Huilu River. There are already many people gathered in front of Huilu. Wow, isn't that
really
a
looks
Tokyo
good.
top scholar, Jiao
My
Gongzi?
Nazi is truly amazing. Wow, isn't that lady the boss's wife from Huilu? She's so beautiful.
Hey, who's that young man wearing a straw hat? He looks good too. Damn 3-strand hair, who let her on stage? It is really a disaster. At such a young age, without a beard, there are quite a few ribbons.
Starting now. Hello everyone, dear friends and fellow villagers. Today, It is the red letter day for the opening of our Dudillo East Lake branch. In order to repay everyone's kindness, we have established the most favorable policy, and we welcome all friends to visit us. Within 5 days, if you spend over 10 yuan in a small shop, you can get a coupon with a consistent value. This coupon cannot be used as cash, but it can be used for any purchase within the store.
Additionally, the small shop has launched various discount packages. This idea must have been thought up by him.
Right.
In the rain, I'm afraid it won't be many years before the River Bottom Salvage can become the #1 Bianjing
I
restaurant.
don't dare to think about these things. I only hope to live a stable life with the officials.
Welcome to our restaurant. Please follow this way. Sir from Yunwela, please.
As soon as a guest enters the restaurant, a waiter will immediately guide them to their seats. The service is very attentive. The guests don't even realize it until they are already
my
seated.
restaurant's Duanyang dog has some monkey cousins. There's also a lamb cousin in the house, only leaves blood behind, and still offers a free plate of pork. Sir, we're like the bottom.
To make it easier for you to dine at our small restaurant, we recently introduced membership cards.
There are regular and gold membership cards. Sir, here is the menu of our small restaurant. Take a look at what you need.
Besides alcohol, there isn't any dish that costs more than 1 million. For a restaurant of this scale, the prices of dishes are so cheap. This is truly incredible. These prices are really
20 young
reasonable.
girls picked from the refugee pile, trained by a shrimp person, behave generously, polite and eloquent. In no time it would make these guests dizzy and confused. And although there are more and more guests, the order inside is always orderly, not a hint of panic. Every bartender always maintains a smile on their face. Although the behavior of these bartenders is unique, the guests feel very comfortable watching them. Vanity has also been satisfied. Even those young men who usually like to call the bartender around for drinks have become modest and courteous when faced with the wine treasures being fished at the bottom of the river.
This person is right. I've already heard that Mrs. Wang is a well-known and talented woman from Bianjing.
I wonder if there is already a connection in my heart.
Ah, if I could have made the right move a few days ago, why would I have waited until now, Mrs. Wang?
But I don't know which Grand Chancellor came up with these 3 lines.
These 3 lines were actually written by my husband.
I wonder why the 3 wealthy people are hanging here, and what those 3 pieces of wood are.
The red cloth below writes the names of 3 dishes.
Dish names.
That's right, these 3 dishes were created by our ancestors. They have been lost for decades. Recently, I discovered them accidentally. My husband respects our ancestors, so he wrote these 3 upper couplets. If anyone can come up with one of these couplets, they will reveal a dish name to everyone.
So that's it? Shrimp brother, it sounds like there are many guests outside. This is none of your business. You just need to focus on doing the work in your hands now. There is no need for you to worry about anything else.
Wow, this wine is so beautiful, sister-in-law. Why is our wine pot different from others?
Actually, Dynasty Warriors is just a series of names. It contains 8 types of alcohol, and they are drinking the sake wine that the small shop launched today. Tomorrow, the small shop will continue to release goldfish wine and so on, and what's inside this wooden wine jug is unparalleled in the world. The top-notch wine is called Ultimate Unparalleled, and it is currently not for sale to the public. Ultimate Unparalleled.
Truly worthy of being the unparalleled good wine. Someone actually managed to brew such a beautiful wine. I'm sure they must be a lover of alcohol too.
This wine was brewed by my family as official personally, no.
It turns out it was brewed by Brother Shrimp. No wonder, no wonder.
Brother Zhang, we just heard what the wine bun said. This uniquely one contains 8 types of alcohol. We've only had the milk wine so far. But why does it not just taste like milk? It seems to have a dry sweetness too.
That's right. I also caught a hint of farewell in its flavor. That's really something. Let's find another bar. I already asked them, but they don't know either this time.
Shrimp, unlike the first store opening at River Lao where they brought in just 1 or 200, he prepared enough materials for this one. The popularity of the River Lao branches continued all day long until 3 o'clock when the last customer left.
Go back early to rest. Remember to take a shower after you get home. Personal hygiene habits start with small things. We do business every day. You can never finish calculating everything. Go back early to rest. Even if you calculate everything, that's still done. Don't mention ruining again.
No. Have you returned the remaining ingredients in the backyard storage room?
Then I won't bother you anymore. I'm going to look for you here first.
Have the official guests already left? You must be exhausted today. I didn't do much to entertain young Master Zhao. They also have Mrs. Wang helping out on the side, compared to you interacting with Dog Lord. It really doesn't count for much.
Right. When did Mrs. Wang leave?
Are you leaving after dinner? Oh, there is something I forgot to tell you about the official. It is just that it is young Master Zhao. When Mrs. Wang left, I each gave them a bottle of Unparalleled.
That's great. That's only right. I didn't expect you, madam, to be so good at doing business. It seems that after swapping a bottle of wine to give away, it won't be long before the title of the top female powerhouse in Beijing becomes none other than you and Mo.
Sir, what nonsense are you talking about? What do you mean by strong woman? Don't let people hear that and laugh at us.
Xia, do you know how much we earned today?
How much?
A total of 1,345,000.
That's so much money.
It can't be that much. Doggy, did you include the money from selling membership cards?
We sold 10 gold memberships and 20 regular ones recently, right?
In this batch, there are only 1,200 cans. You need to understand, 1,200 cans are just stored here by our customers. They're not entirely ours yet. Subtracting these 1,200 cans, we have remaining 145 cans. We also need to add the money that guests spent with membership cards today, which is roughly around 200 cans.
3 pairs of eternal shrimp, a family heirloom delicacy, a pot of the world's unparalleled Mandarin duck pot, a stunning success. The shrimp people are now fishing at the bottom of the river, which can be described as overcrowded. It is hard to find
For this reason,
and the threshold is almost being set up outside the
pieces.
shrimp people's shop in order to accommodate
But this
more
is still
guests.
far from enough.
Not only that, those tycoons and first-class officials send people to the river every day to order a hot pot table. Banquet for prosperity, using these 4 words to describe the current situation of fishing at the bottom of the river. And the shrimp man's fame has made him the top chef in Bianjing. Nowadays, there is a saying in Bianjing City that goes, marry your husband and become the shrimp boss. Xiaolan also learned to run to the hall to settle accounts. Wang Ergo felt much more relaxed at that time. Now he is fully immersed in the accounts, almost falling asleep while holding the book every day. Lai Wang and the newly hired chef have also gotten into the swing of things. The shrimp man isn't working as hard as when they first opened either.
Dear audience, this drama ends here. Thank you for your company during this period. See you in the next series.
Farewell to all officials.